Right, are we good? Are we live? I think we are. Hello and welcome back to the Football Chat Live. Our coverage of the Euros continues this evening. We've got the second of 8 round of 16 games. Today you joined Harry as Italy fell short against Switzerland. The reigning champions were knocked out. Tonight though, we have the hosts Germany facing Denmark. Should be a good one, right, Harry?
Yeah, very much so. I mean, as you say, we've already seen one shot. Can Denmark pull it off? We're known for giant killers, reached the semi-finals in Euro 2020, and they'll be looking to repeat the same fortune, but they know they've got a very, very difficult tie up against Germany. Haven't won a game at this tournament yet either, Denmark, so to win today would be something special against a Germany side, host nation. They have been absolutely brilliant, faultless. To be completely honest, obviously dropping points to Switzerland in the last group game, but they were already through. Didn't really matter. But yeah, a very good German side, a Denmark side who have the ability to cause an upset, but it would take something special.
Yeah, and I hope you guys enjoy our stream as well. Yellowstone welcome to the stream saying, I have so many sweet ex-girlfriends from Denmark. Hope they get to celebrate tonight. So there we go. We've all got our motivations in tonight's game. Ryan Chin, welcome to the stream, by the way, with a classic high full stop. It's great to see you, Ryan. And good to know you are doing brilliantly. Should be a really interesting game tonight. I'm looking forward to this one. I think it's got, as you say, it's got that bit of jeopardy. It's not a foregone conclusion for Germany, but I think we very much could see Germany dominate this game. It's got that edge to it. It could go either way. So yeah, should be a really interesting one. Shall we have a look at the lineups? Ryan Chin's got a couple of bottles of beer for tonight's game, so there we go.
Like it.
What beers you got, Ryan?
Everyone's
German
ready.
Ones?
Yellowstone's got his ex-girlfriends, Ryan's got his beers. We are ready tonight for a cracking game of football.
Yes, well, let's get into the lineups and let's find out who's playing. Of course, we are Dortmund, the famous stadium in Dortmund, a wonderful ground. It's creates such a strong atmosphere, and the home side, the Germany team, is as follows. Nagelsmann sticks with his 4-2-3-1, of course. In goal, it's Manuel Neuer. A back four of Kimmich, Rudiger, Schlotterbeck, and David Raum coming into the side over Mittelstedt. In the pivot, it's Andrich and Kroos. It's a free of Sane, Captain Gundogan, and Musiala, and leading the line, Kai Havertz. So no Florian Wirtz, no Mittelstedt. Correct decisions, and no Jonathan Tah.
I mean, yeah, there's a lot of interesting decisions in there from Nagelsmann to mix it up for the round of 16, but I mean, we'll see if they pay off. Annoyed about Mitchell I bought him into my Euro Fantasy team today, so that's gone well.
Yeah,
the other big question
and I got Wirtz.
is you're benching Wirtz. Nicholas Füllkrug, 2 goals in 3 sub-appearances, yet Kai Havertz starts again tonight. What does that man have to show Nagelsmann that he deserves to start? He's got 2 goals this tournament already. These are big decisions from Nagelsmann. I have some questions for the boss, because benching Wirtz, benching Tah, benching Mittelstedt, and benching a striker that has scored 2 goals in 3 sub-appearances, it's an interesting decision for such a big game.
Well, why not keep letting Füllkrug come off the bench and score some goals?
Maybe so, maybe that's the plan.
But yeah, I did see there was a rumour that Füllkrug would start with middle and Havertz as one of the attacking midfielders, but that has not come to fruition. Instead, Leroy Sané comes into the side, so it'll be really interesting to see what he can do. Let's have a look at the Denmark team. They're 3-4-3 for Denmark. In goal, it's Kasper Schmeichel. A back 3 of Andersen, Vestergaard and Christensen. Across the 4, it's Bar, Delaney, Pierre-Emil Højbjerg and Joachim Mæhle. And a front 3 of Skov Olsen, Eriksson and Rasmus Højlund. I really like this team. I think there's some really talented players in there. They've not really shown it this tournament, but we've seen glimpses. We saw that Eriksson goal. That was a really well taken fish. If we can do a bit more of that, that will be really positive. I think Rasmus Højlund's a really good forward. He just needs to get a goal under his belt, get a bit of confidence there, and suddenly I think he could fly. I really like the strength in their midfield. I think Højbjerg and Delaney is a really nice combination, and they've got a really strong backline as well. Christensen, Vestergaard and Andersen, all Premier League quality players. So yeah, that's I think it's a really decent team.
Yeah, it is a very, very decent side. And obviously Denmark, renowned for being giant killers. And yes, that is mainly because of how strong they are defensively. They're great defensive structure, superb at the back at holding on and holding firm against big sides. But the one thing that I really like about Denmark, that they have shown at this tournament in bits, is that they're not high volume creators. They don't create loads of chances. But the kind of players they have, like Eriksson and co, they're the type of players that will create good chances. They might create few chances, but they're good chances. And not only do they create those good chances, is they take those good chances. And that is what Denmark are so good at. They sit defensively, they cause other teams to frustrate other teams, they don't let them through, they remain compact, and then they'll create one really quality chance, and they will take that chance, they'll punish the opposition, and they'll win the game. They need to do that again tonight. But if their reputation speaks for itself, they can do that. I mean, Eriksson did it against Slovenia. They created one really good chance and they finished it off. Eventually, though, they didn't kill the game off. And that is the one problem with Denmark, is they don't kill games off. Yes, they create good chances. Yes, they score those good chances. But they don't create enough of those chances to score 2 or 3, meaning the game will always hang in the balance. And especially against Germany, that can cost you.
Yeah, Morten Hjulmand dropping out the side as well is another big call. I think he provides a lot of stability in the base of the midfield. I think that the thing for Denmark is they lack one world-class player. If they had Erling Haaland, for example, who's obviously not at the Euros, Norwegian, they didn't qualify.
Yeah.
If they had an Erling Haaland, for me, Denmark would be one of the strongest national sides. But they lack that world-class player. They've got some really high-quality players. There's nobody out there that's world-class. Højlund has the potential.
He does.
He's not really showing it just yet.
You know, what the top teams have is that they always have 1 or 2 players that even when the team's playing poorly could grab the game by the scruff of the neck and drag their team through. As you say, Denmark, for me, they lack a player that can do that. I look at Germany, however, and I think, look at Jamal Musiala. He could just pick up the ball tonight and create something magical, completely turn his game around. Toni Kroos could 102 successful defence-splitting passes from Toni Kroos is absolutely ridiculous in 3 games of football. Unbelievable talent. Again, all he needs to do is pick 1 or 2 of those passes out and suddenly Germany are in luck. So for Denmark, it's a tough job tonight, but it's a job that they have proven over the years that they can complete.
Yeah, and Robert Andrich trying to fit in with the opposing side as well by going blonde this evening to match a few of the Danish players, and should be very interesting. We've got a couple beer suggestions or what people are drinking. Ryan Tune's got a Madri and a Budweiser. Yellowstone has Mythos and Birra Moretti. I'm not sure what Mythos is, but sounds good.
We're having a good night.
Cider. So,
here we go.
Yeah, sounds getting pissed. Been tax-free shopping in low-cost Sweden today. We're getting all the information from Yellowstone's day, but sounds fun. I might have to do that at some point. But I think it's going to be a really interesting one today. For me, I'm really intrigued to see how Germany can break down an opposition, because if you look at the games they've played, they really struggled to break down Switzerland, who are a good team. Yeah. We saw that today as they knocked out Italy, but they really struggled to break them down. You look at the games they were dominant in, the Scotland game, the Hungary game, their defence has got torn apart.
Yeah.
Today's going to be a big test, because Denmark won't get drawn out in the way that Ryan Porteous would. So I do think I've still got a few question marks around Germany.
Yeah.
Today, they could really put any questions to one side. 100%. They could really prove themselves as real contenders for this.
I think it's fair to say that this is the best. This is the best side that Germany have faced so far at this tournament. Yes, Switzerland have looked good, but Hungary didn't deliver. Scotland were terrible, and yes, as I say, Switzerland played well, but I think Denmark are probably a better side. So yeah, I think this is definitely the toughest test Germany have had so far, and you're right, they've got to prove tonight that they can get over it pretty easily.
Very much depends on whether Denmark turn up, because I think if you looked at all of the ties on paper, this is the second closest game behind perhaps France-Belgium. But Denmark haven't been great at this tournament. No. If they play like we know they can, this game's going to be incredibly tight and a really difficult one for Germany. And if they get through it, I think that would really prove their mettle. But
this will get tasty if Denmark can take the lead. If Denmark go 1-0 up, suddenly this game is right in the balance. Because if you give Denmark something to defend, they will defend it like their lives depend on it. And
it's literally not in the balance. It's weighted in Denmark's favour.
Exactly. They are ridiculous. They've proven it, though. There is proof in the pudding. They got to semi-finals in Euro 2020 for a reason. They played really, really well. So they'll be hoping that they can repeat the same fortunes. But Germany, on home soil, point to prove tonight. And if they are to win tonight, if they win convincingly, then I think suddenly there's a big conversation that's got to be had about Germany on home soil.
Yeah, definitely. So, Gary, welcome to the stream as well, saying, using the high full stop now. I think that's a staple of people joining our stream. So if you are hopping in, even if it's your first time, get involved with a classic high full stop. But Gary saying hard to bet against Germany given their recent form. Completely true that, Gary. I think that, Germany are a really strong team, and I think Nagelsmann's by far the best coach of the competition. So if they keep going like they are, they should be good.
And the worry is for Denmark is that we talk about Germany 11. If things are going south for Germany, they bring on Wirtz, they bring on Fulkrog, Mittelstedt, you name it, they bring it on and they win the game. So for Denmark, it's going to be a very, very tough task.
But Denmark have got a decent bench as well. You've got Mikkel Damsgaard, I think, is on there. Yeah, Mikkel Damsgaard, Kasper Dolberg, Jonas Vind. Couple of decent players. Norgard. It's not a terrible.
I'm surprised he Jonas Vind bench. I think he's had a decent tournament, to be honest. Equally, when you've only scored 2 goals at a tournament, maybe as a team, maybe you do need to have a change up in your front line.
Exactly, and I like the unpredictability of Andreas Skov-Olsen. I think he's a really decent player. But shall we get in some predictions before kick-off?
Yes, we should.
Then, Harry, I'll let you start. And of course, chat, do get involved. I can see Nick Nack's already getting involved with his prediction. But Harry, I'll ask you to start. What's your prediction for today's game?
I think it'll be a tight game. I think Denmark will give it a good go, but eventually Germany will find their way through. And I think it'll be a 2-0 win to Germany in a real show of their class. I think I'll go 0-0 first half. Denmark will hold firm, hold them off. But then there will be some changes from Nagelsmann at half-time, and it will be Florian Wirtz off the bench to get the first goal, and then the second goal coming through Jamal Musiala. A very convincing win, a very convincing second half from Germany to really prove that they are here to win the tournament.
Yeah, definitely so. I like it. I will say, I don't know, I really want Denmark to score a goal today. I don't think they will.
Fair enough.
I'll go quite a narrow 1-0 Germany win. Quite a nervy game, but they'll just get it over the line. I'll say Fulkrog from the bench, 70th minute.
Yeah,
I
fair
think
enough.
it's going to be a tight one today. I don't think Denmark will be beaten easily. If they are, I would be surprised. But it's not impossible, of course.
It depends. Will they live up to their reputation or live up to the performances we've seen in this tournament so far?
Yeah.
I mean, 3 draws in a group, Slovenia, Serbia and England is not good enough.
Yeah, definitely. So, Gary saying, funny how quick opinions can change. Opinions around Germany were so negative in the run-up to the Euros, especially after losing to Colombia, Japan and Turkey. Nagelsmann really turned things around. The thing is, I think, because we did our previews, we probably did our previews at the perfect time because we did it before the international friendlies. I don't think the international friendlies tell you anything. Because we did our previews before the international friendlies, I think we gave a much more balanced viewpoint. And I, in that video, I believe, it was ages ago now, said that Germany were one of the strongest teams of the tournament. And the Nagelsmann makes a difference because he is an elite coach. That makes a huge difference.
I mean, I think there's always been something good about Germany on home soil. And I think I always touted them to go well in the previews to the Euros. But after watching them in the group stage, and I think they'll prove again tonight that maybe they're not just going to do well. They could go all the way, at least get to the final. For me, I probably had them getting knocked around this stage, maybe getting knocked out in the quarterfinals. But I think tonight, as I predicted, I think they're going to show me why I'm wrong and why they can go on to win the whole thing.
Yeah, I think for me, I underestimated how good Spain were going to be. I thought Germany to the final was fairly nailed on because I don't particularly rate Portugal, and I didn't before the tournament.
And France would have been.
I thought France would be on the other side of the draw, and I didn't think Spain would be as good as they are. But that does put in a huge stumbling block because even if they get through tonight's game, Germany, Spain's the toughest game of the tournament for me right now. They are the best team, so that'll be one hell of a quarter-final match.
And suddenly, suddenly my prediction would be right of Germany getting knocked out in the quarters.
Yeah. But if they get Georgia, well...
I don't know, but if Georgia beats Spain, then I think they can go all the way, to be honest.
Fair enough. Nick is saying, looks like Brentford are on the bench today. Oh yeah, they have got a lot of...
Jørgensen, Jensen,
Norgard.
Yeah, blimey. Just the whole of Denmark.
Got to be more than that, right? But I can't think of any off the top of my head.
Yeah.
Yeah, and Sharia saying that we are world champions in cricket. Did India win the cricket?
Yeah, beat South Africa.
I thought that was until tomorrow.
No, it was today.
Oh, okay. Yeah, Sharia saying I'm going to have to take my leave right now because it's 12:30. That's fine. Nick saying Jack's had a haircut. Yes, I have. So is Harry, to be fair, Nick Nack, but it's not as noticeable, is it? To be fair. I'm really sure at the moment.
Yeah, I don't get anything special.
Nick says I thought Harry had as well, but I wasn't sure. Fair enough. Yeah. Anyway, Justin says, who here is cheering for Denmark? I don't really have a preferred team.
Yeah. I think that's what I like about watching the Euros. Obviously, 100% England means that I can watch all the other... And because I'm not, a massive, English man that hates Germany and Scotland, I can actually just watch all the other games from a neutral point of view. Yeah. And just enjoy the football. Rather than sitting and go, I hate the Germans, I want Denmark to win.
I think a lot of England fans will be sat again, well, I want all the big teams to get knocked out so they can have a better run. I don't really care.
They're not on our side for draw, so they're going to knock each other out. Doesn't matter.
If we're going to win the Euros, I want us to do it against Germany and not beating Slovenia in the final or something.
Also, realistically, we could say that, but Denmark could be knocked out of Germany, and then Spain will just beat them. So there'd be no point. I'd rather watch Spain. I'd rather watch the big guys knock out the big guys rather than the big guys get knocked out.
I'd rather watch Denmark, Georgia. Anyway, should be an interesting game tonight.
God.
However, the man in the middle is Michael Oliver. So whatever result he wants is going to happen. It will be Germany to get us started this evening. once Oliver's completed his checks. And we are now underway. Sane knocks it back. And we're underway here in Dortmund, Germany versus Denmark, the second round 16 game. And immediately Germany breaking into the box. Sane puts the ball central, cleared away by Vestergaard. But instantly Germany putting them under the cosh.
And that's the one way to beat Denmark, because if you don't get through in the first 5-10 minutes, you're not getting through without sheer force or late on. You have to start fast against Denmark.
Schlotterbeck now, Tony Kroos. It's going to be forced back to Manuel Neuer by the high press of Denmark. And Neuer looking for an option. Tries to drill it wide, headed away by Joachim Mähler. It's a bit messy in there, and neither side can really get their foot on the ball. But it's out wide now with David Raum. That's a big call, bringing David Raum in.
I'm intrigued to see so many changes to a side that have played so well. But maybe Nagelsmann was not happy with the standard in the Germany game.
Well, that, and I think the other thing they'll think is that Denmark, regardless, with the changes made, Denmark should still win. Sane coming into the side is not a weakness. Like, yeah, they use foreign verts, but you gain Leroy Sane, so it's a trade-off. Raum coming in is not a huge difference.
And I think Schlotterbeck gives you a bit more pace in the back line as well.
Exactly. A little bit of rotation in there, with Spain coming up, isn't the worst thing in the
keeps you fresh, doesn't it?
World, but yeah.
When you've got a squad that has so much quality in depth, it doesn't really matter who you play at some points.
Yeah. And they'll know that, obviously, Germany played their full strength against Switzerland. Spain were able to rest everyone.
Yeah, I don't think any of the changes tonight downgrade the side massively. Yeah, there's probably a few tiny upgrades, but
I'm surprised to see Florian Wirtz out, because I think he's a big game changer. But yeah, I still think that Sane's a great player. Kai Havertz now hasn't really gone anywhere with the ball.
Havertz has got to perform tonight.
Back to Andrich.
I mean, as I said, the former Fulkrug, other players being dropped tonight. I'm surprised that he does start. I mean, I know he offers you a lot tactically, is a big thing.
I was about to say, that is why he starts. People go, well, Fulkrug scored 2 goals, and it's like, well, yeah.
He can come do that, he can still do that from the bench.
But the reason Musiala and Wirtz have flourished at this tournament is because of Kai Havertz, because he links up the play in the way he does, because he drags players out of position with his movement.
And he can also score a goal or two himself.
Oh, of course. We've already seen him score at this tournament.
I think Fulkrug won't mind if he keeps coming off the bench and scoring goals.
Oh yeah, he'll get golden boot eventually.
Because
no disrespect to me, Tate, but I expect him to be out.
It's not like Fulkrug's coming on with 10, 15 to play. He's coming on with a good half an hour. Yeah, he's getting a good enough game time for me.
And quite frankly, he is going to play better then when the defences are a bit tired.
Yeah.
And when he
come on, leather at 130 kilometres per hour past Angus Gant.
Hit missiles into the back of the net. Andrich picks out David Raum. Raum tries to put it centrally. It's cleared away by Anderson, but Denmark, first 2 minutes here, have been under it. Germany really putting them under the microscope and testing Denmark's backline. I'm
intrigued to see how it's going to turn out, because Denmark are usually under pressure, but usually they look convincing under pressure. Where it has been very much backs to the wall, clearing balls out of the 6-yard box. Usually they're defensive under pressure, but they don't let the opposition in their box. Whereas at the moment, Germany are getting through quite a bit. And I mean, the back three of Christensen, Vestergaard and Anderson hasn't left the 6-yard box, I think.
No, and there we go. Germany find a breakthrough. It's a corner goal. Nico Schlotterbeck. Wonderful ball in. Schlotterbeck rises highest. And 3 minutes in, host Germany take the lead. And that is why Denmark had to get out earlier, because they've been under the cosh. Germany put a ball in the box, and they have. That's a huge header in there. An absolutely huge header.
I mean, they are checking it for a foul on Schmeichel. But yeah, I mean, as I said, the one way, I think it's been ruled off.
Disallowed. VAR not even going to check it. I mean, yeah, that's just it. So goal disallowed. Germany 0, Denmark 0. Schlotterbeck's header cancelled out. That was an odd one, because we didn't get a lengthy VAR check or anything like that. I'm guessing they saw an obvious foul in there.
Yeah.
But
either an obvious foul or
it's odd they don't even send Oliver over to the monitor. I guess they just don't trust him.
No, he is Stuart Atwell, so he probably just pressed buttons. He probably said to Oliver, disallow the goal, and the disc bit cut off, and
no, I want to see a replay. It's Nick next to this. It's a weird one. But yeah. Carrigetti asking Jack, do you play football? I don't anymore. Used to play football, now I coach. But yeah. Been a while since I played. Mähler playing it down the line. Ericsson.
Oh, Gary's excellent wordplay's been ruined as well.
That is good. I was trying to work out what you were saying.
Here we go then. Oh,
that's bollocks. That's a perfectly legal goal in my books.
Stuart Atwell's had it again.
To not even say it to the monitor for me is weird.
Because I don't think Oliver gives that. You see, because he didn't see it.
That's a weird one. No, so every time they go to the monitor, they do what VAR recommends. It's pointless anyway. Yeah, but Nick, I like that jeopardy, even if it's false.
But it's better than listen to Christopher.
That's not a foul in there.
So this is not that one. Why are they shouting from
That's
replay?
definitely not a foul. It's just a question of the build up. Like you might.
I was a kid.
That elbow is a bit dubious.
He blocks him though, doesn't he? Because the thing is, Mailer would have followed Schotterbeck there. Is the argument, and Kimmich just barging out.
My thing is, there are two players on Schotterbeck when he gets up in the air, and he still wins there and he still scores the goal.
Yes.
I get why they just allow it.
By the law, yeah. But it's English, It's...
Havertz, nice turn. He's going to drive that ball forwards. I don't think Germany will rue that missed chance for much longer because they're coming forwards well. Musiala. Man, that's a really good interception from Pierre-Emile Højbjerg. So pause that for a moment because Denmark will hang on for now until they give the ball away. Here's Toni Kroos.
I was about to say that this is how goals are let off.
Kimmich. Let's fly! And that is a magnificent save, I think. Or did that come off the post?
I thought it went in.
What an effort from Kimmich. He caught it so sweetly and denied only by the save of Kasper Schmeichel.
And that's a really good save because that is fast reflexes.
Wow.
Punched it over as well because that shot had venom behind it. He had to get up quickly and get a strong hand up there.
I feel for his wrist.
I mean, yeah, you see a lot of goal kickers that would have just gone through his hand because it had the sheer power, but no, holding his fist firm and powering over. But that is how goals are let off for Denmark and they still haven't responded. They are under the cosh already. They've been under the cosh all game.
The absolute venom in that effort from Joshua Kimmich. So unlucky. Brilliant stop though from Kasper Schmeichel to deny him. And now Germany with another corner. Ball in. Schlotterbeck rises highest, headed across the box and it's tipped wide by Kasper Schmeichel. Germany here must be miffed as to how the ball is not in the back of the net legally yet because Schlotterbeck here has another header denied only by a magnificent save by Schmeichel.
Scurry, he covers at least 3/4 of his goal there to tip that wide. Because brilliant.
Initially he's expecting that to go out his knee and then he suddenly realises I've got to push this.
Scurry's like a cat. Brilliant goalkeeper.
Toni Kroos, ball in again, and well, they almost get in each other's way there, Andrich and Rudiger, and that gives Denmark the ball, and they can counter here. Christian Eriksen, bringing it forward, they've got an overload, they've got to move it quickly now, and decisively.
Doesn't have legs. Yeah. Eriksen just didn't have the pace to bring that ball forward.
Germany got numbers back way too quickly for Eriksen to be able to do anything really.
You want Eriksen to be the one that you're passing the ball to.
You want him to throw that initial ball into quick runners. Instead, he was carrying the ball, which is not really what you want to see. That's not the position you want Eriksen in.
No. But Denmark, all over the place at the moment.
You want to find those quick runners and then have Eriksen chugging towards the edge of the box and to cut it back to him, and he just appears at the right time and slots it home. But yeah, lovely ball through from Schlotterbeck into Musiala, drawing the foul of Joachim Andersen. And that's what you gain with Schlotterbeck as well over Jonathan Tah, is Schlotterbeck's range of passing. I mean, we've already seen his aerial presence. He could easily have 2 goals in this game. But his range of passing is so good. To pick up Musiala there through the lines is exactly why they'll bring him into this game. Because if you need to break down the Denmark low block, the best way to do that is to have as many great passes on there. And that's lovely football. It just doesn't quite come together there. Gundogan unable to keep that within his grasp. Here is Havertz back now into Toni Kroos.
Germany have been brilliant. Absolutely brilliant.
And again, we had question marks around their ability to do it against big sides because Switzerland was a disappointing game for them. But I think we now see that was a rest game.
Yeah.
Because they've turned up here with a renewed vengeance.
At this rate, they will score a couple tonight.
Yeah.
But Denmark have a knack of holding on.
Kasper Hjulmand is a pragmatist. He can change things up in today's game. And the longer Germany don't score, the better the chances that Denmark do something, of course. Rudiger. Back to Neuer. Forced back there by the press of Christian Eriksen. Now Nico Schlotterbeck, Gundogan, Musiala. Gundogan, this lovely one-touch, two-touch football from the Germans. Andrich knocks it wide into Joshua Kimmich. Kimmich, unable to find a teammate, plays it inside. Andrich just lifting that towards Sane, loses the header to Mela, but that's out for a Germany throw.
I mean, it is like watching that Nagelsmann Bayern Munich team. It is so just...
Arguably better.
Yeah.
Much better.
You know, when it was going right, but it is beautiful football. Absolutely beautiful.
Yeah.
But the main thing is, can they penetrate this Denmark team?
Yeah, that's the thing. They found a few opportunities.
That's a
so
great
far.
ball.
And that's struck well by Havertz, pushed wide by Schmeichel. That's already his third save of the match.
And Havertz as well there, because we've seen Kai Havertz could have just absolutely levered that out of play. But no, controlled volley across the goal. Could have caught, would have wanted to catch it sweeter.
To get a bit more power behind that.
But I think he was more concerned about getting on Schmeichel saving his face, actually, in the end.
Yeah.
But I think he's more focused on getting on the goal, because as I said, he could easily just leather that over the bar.
Yeah, he was composed, but he just needed to get that strike a little more convincing.
I think I said, struck well, but not well enough.
And now the ball in from Tony Kroos.
What a ball.
Headed on target, but Andrich's header a relatively tame effort.
Every single corner causes a problem, because when Tony Kroos put the ball in, it is going to reach a German player every single time.
And Denmark aren't marking in the box very well.
No.
To leave these players free every single time.
Well, there's so many aerial threats, who do you know?
Yeah, true.
Because you mark up Rudiger, Schlotterbeck and Havertz, and suddenly Andrich is there, and then you mark him, and then Musiala's
what a difference it makes for a team to have an actual corner taker. We've seen so many corners this tournament, absolutely, diabolical.
And even their free kicks have been on target and things.
Yeah, exactly. So Kasper Schmeichel with the ball in his hands, I think he'd happily do this for as long as he can, because it will just provide Denmark with a bit of a respite. They've been under the cosh constantly in the opening encounter here.
But the only thing that Hjulmand will care about at the moment is that it's 0-0. Because that gives him a platform to build off.
That's a foul in there, but Sane can take the ball and advantage will be played. Robert Andrich now plays it across. Schlotterbeck. And Germany camped in the Denmark half once again. Schlotterbeck. Rudiger. Schlotterbeck. Andrich. Lifts it out wide. Joshua Kimmich. Drills the ball centrally. It's going to bobble through towards Ilkay Gundogan. Intercepted though by Pierre-Emile Højbjerg. Now Joachim Mæhle. Plays it up the line. And that is out of play.
I mean, Kimmich is one of those. He just sees the passes you don't. And I know it didn't come off, but it was the right idea. Brilliant vision.
It helps to have him and Tony Kroos. His constant playmaking. But 79%.
Musiala, brilliant footwork.
That's a very... Considering how good that drive was, a very disappointing shot from Jamal
So
Musiala.
casual. It's so casual. Just the way he skips past people.
He'd have wanted to catch that better.
Yeah, he would have. But, just his effortless ability to just knock it around 2 or 3 players.
Wonderful dribble. Kept his head down, though. Strike was not clean. So far, though, 76% possession for Germany. 5 shots to Denmark's none.
5 shots is more than Italy had all game.
Yeah. Exactly. I mean, they've not exactly been high XG chances. I imagine the Schlotterbeck one would have been.
Yeah.
Obviously, that doesn't count.
One back by Andrich in the middle there. Really good intensity playing from Germany. Gundogan, that's quality. Lucky.
Also, it speaks volumes about the quality of Schlotterbeck's headers. That the one he had in the 7th minute across the box, that was delivered deep, was a 0.01 XG chance that he turned to a 0.69 XGOT.
Yeah.
So that he turned a very low XG chance into a very difficult save for Schmeichel.
Well, that's the thing he gives you that Tarr doesn't. No offence to Jonathan Tarr, but
that's a great header as well.
He's brilliant at heading. In terms of accurate heading, I think he's a bit more of just a get it up in the air and get it away defender.
Yeah.
Whereas Schlotterbeck does, because his range of passing, he's got a range of heading.
Eriksson. Ball play towards Rasmus Højlund, and he will give Schlotterbeck the battle.
That's that pace, because Højlund would beat Jonathan Tarr in that foot race.
Rudiger tries to play it forwards, clips off of Mæhle and towards Delaney. Gundogan deemed to have fouled Thomas Delaney in there.
Gundogan's reaction says it all. He don't complain, he don't answer back, he just sighs.
He's more disappointed in himself because he knows he's tripped him up there.
Yeah. That's what you want to see.
Yeah. Accountability. Yeah, saying absolute domination from Germany so far. They've had as many shots on target in 10 minutes as we did in 90. Yeah, that's damning. Yeah, they're a great side. They're a really, really good team, Germany. So Eriksson now.
It's a chance.
Good ball in. Højlund unable to really make anything of that, and now Gundogan will slow it down. He can now release Leroy Sané. Sané against Mæhle. Sorry, against Barr. Sané wants to take him on here. Nice work. Still coming inside Sané. And that is a free kick in there. He was grabbed by Andreas Christensen. It looked a little bit cheap, didn't it?
But I think it was more contact than we saw.
Yeah.
I mean, but it's all goes. What a pass from Ilkay Gundogan that was.
Yeah, there was a push in there, to be fair, for Andreas Christensen.
Yeah, I guess it's a bit off. One hand, yeah.
I mean, obviously he knows that the ball's slightly getting away from him there, so he's going to lean into that a bit more, but there is a clear push from Andreas Christensen, so we can't have many complaints.
And we talked about threat from set pieces. No player can hit a ball like Toni Kroos can.
No, very true.
In terms of the way he strikes the ball. Yeah, Ronaldo can run up and leather it top corner.
Yeah, so it's fell over a bit easy there. Oliver bought it.
Of course he did.
I think most referees give that. Guy says, Havertz looked really good for Germany. He's been really effective. It took Arsenal 3/4 of the season to figure out a role for him. Yeah, because they don't him and Odegaard can't both play as attacking midfielders.
Yeah,
because they're going to run into each other. But Havertz playing as a false 9, dropping in, works really well. Toni Kroos, well struck into the wall though. That was headed for goal. Very important block in there from the wall.
Yeah, it was Yannick Vestergaard. And look at the roar he made after he headed that away.
Yeah.
But Denmark, relentless pressure, but they have survived 16 minutes. It's what they do. Germany can have all the ball and all the chances, but as long as the scoreline is 0-0, Denmark will be happy.
Exactly. Still even. Even if the player's been anything but Andrich. Nick says the role Havertz plays for Arsenal is very similar. Yeah, it is in a sense. Obviously, in that system, Saka's a little wider than Sane or Wirtz would be. Martinelli a little wider as well.
Right.
But yeah, there are definite similar. No, they are a lot wider, but there are very definite similarities, especially with how Gundogan interacts with him compared to Odegaard. That's quite similar.
Denmark are doubling up on Musiala and he's still causing problems. It's utterly ridiculous.
John went to the stream saying South Africa are the biggest chokers. Didn't realise they were in the Euros. Wait. No, I didn't. I don't care about cricket, but I do know that India beat them. Rudiger. Schlotterbeck. Now Andrich. Schlotterbeck. Back across to Rudiger. Ball lifted towards Kai Havertz. And he gets that under his control well. Now Joshua Kimmich. Ball in. It's just headed away in there well by Denmark. David Rao. Here's Toni Kroos. Lovely ball. Spreading it wide and finding Joshua Kimmich. Towards Kai Havertz now. Kimmich. Andrich. Now Antonio Rudiger. Ball in, and that comes off the defender and into the gloves of Kasper Schmeichel.
Germany are playing well when Antonio Rudiger is crossing balls into the box. Yes, it was deflected. Yes, it went to Schmeichel, but still, the principle's the same. You've got Antonio Rudiger crossing the ball into the area.
Yeah. I love Antonio Rudiger.
It's just what he got.
Incredible player.
Have you seen the Switzerland goal when offside if Antonio Rudiger ran like a normal person?
Yeah, I did.
That is the most Rudiger thing I've ever heard.
But equally, Chelsea would have conceded about 50 more goals if Rudiger ran like a normal person. So.
I love it. It's quality.
Yeah. Anderson. He really gets those knees going. That's
he takes high knees to the extreme.
That was a good final, much more exciting than the Euros. That is harsh, Dara. I don't think any cricket game ever could be more exciting than any game of the Euros, but each for their own.
I mean, I would have watched it if England were there, but I just don't.
Yeah. A driller went back to the stream saying, back with you from San Diego with your commentaries, my English language audio synced up with the game in Spanish on VIX Network. Well, thank you very much for joining us again, Drillor. And do get involved in the live chat tonight. It's great to see so many people in the live chat commenting their thoughts. Here come Denmark. Eriksson spreads it wide. Joachim Mæhle. And Eriksson again. Mæhle. Now Højbjerg. Christensen. Into Vestergaard. Højbjerg. Mæhle's made the right run there. And that's the key difference. Yeah. Because Schlotterbeck spots that run. If it's made by Leroy Sané, Christensen can't pick out Joachim Mæhle. Or doesn't notice it. Oh, sorry, Højbjerg, I think it was there.
Yeah.
But yeah, that's the big difference between these two teams. that's why Germany have been able to unlock Denmark. Well, one of the many reasons, but yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, someone says, is it okay to put ice cubes in the strongbow? I'm not an expert.
That's a question for Alexa.
Stone. Yeah. Edgerlaw says, Rudiger is mad, love him and miss him at Chelsea. Oh, 100%. That, for me, is one of the biggest gripes with the whole Abramovich situation.
Yeah.
Is that because of the timing... Well, one, it's because we took too long to get that... We should have agreed that ages ago. But because of the timing, it meant he could leave on a free. So we got no money for who, at the time, was probably one of the best centre-halves in the world. Eriksen's in here. Eriksen's in for Denmark. It's a huge block in there from Rudiger. Throws himself in front of that shot. Denies them.
Now, again, just on the madness from Tony Rudiger. Most players throw themselves on the ball like they slide into it. He just falls downwards.
He's falling, so then he just sticks a leg out and blocks it. It's incredible.
Like usually, you throw yourself across it. He fell backwards and blocked it. It's just does what he wants, that bloke.
Nick saying, when we played Denmark in 2020, we dominated the game. I seem to remember Schmeichel making some good saves back then.
We did, and it says a lot that that game would have gone to penalties if Kane hadn't got the penalty in extra time. That's how Denmark play.
Yeah, I think Kasper Schmeichel is such an underrated goalkeeper.
Oh yeah, so good.
A Premier League winning goalkeeper with Leicester City, of course.
But people won't put him in the same conversation as the other Premier League winners.
No, of course not. Karakady asking if we're brothers. Yeah, we are. Nick Nack says we're twins. We're not. Definitely not twins, Nick Mac. Anyway, apparently Eriksen has created more chances for Denmark so far than our front five combined. Well, in this game, Nick Mac, or in this tournament?
It's sort of Denmark haven't had many chances. They haven't done anything. Which speaks a lot about England. That's like we are tomorrow night, 5 o'clock against Slovakia. Big game for England.
Guy says, yeah, they're twins. One was just 2 years later than the other. How it took a while to deliver. The longest pregnancy in history. 2 years in labour. Yeah. But let's not get political. 20 minutes into this game so far. Germany will be happier, but do you think Nagelsmann will be frustrated they've not scored yet?
Yeah, but I think he'll trust the process. The one worry for him will be if Denmark can score. Because now look at the last couple of minutes. Denmark are now getting on the ball, getting into the game.
And that's a ball in, and it's a tempting one dealt with by Nico Schlotterbeck.
Germany didn't take their opportunities when they could have.
This is messy here, but as Højbjerg and Sane are fighting for it, Schlotterbeck against Højlund. One back in there by Germany. Anderson just cushioning that down.
This is where the possession stats will start to even out a bit. This is where Denmark will come back in there. Look, 43%. You said in the first few minutes it was, 30 something for Denmark?
Well, it was 29% at one point.
There you go. Yeah, exactly. But this is like then they get into the game, they level out all the stats, and suddenly the game looks very, very, very even once we reach half time. It's what it's really, really well executed.
Bar. Now Anderson. Across to Christensen. Sorry, Vestergaard. Lovely ball in towards Rasmus Højlund, who receives it on the half turn. And they try and exchange pass in there, but Bar loses it. And then a poor pass from Kroos as Musiala was darting off. Didn't expect that pass towards him. Rudiger just stops Højlund in his tracks. But Denmark are going forwards here. Achim Mæhle, Rasmus Højlund. Ball across from Eriksen. Mæhle! Huge opportunity. Blast it wide. That was a close one. Denmark fighting back in this game.
Yeah, and I think that says they weathered the early storm, and that has set them up really nicely to get back into this game. So what they do, set up perfectly. Hjulman there, a round of applause for his team, because they are executing the game plan to perfection. Weather the early storm, relieve themselves of the early pressure, get through the first 10 minutes, and then set themselves up in the game, get into a rhythm, and start to cause problems for your opponent.
Yeah, that says big chance, massive waste. Yeah. Mæhle's got to do better. You've got to at least trouble Manuel Neuer in that sort of position.
Even if he puts it straight at him and he saves it, it's better than smashing it into the crowd.
Yeah, very true.
Head collision there between ex-Chelsea lads, Havertz and Christensen. Just colliding heads, they both went for the same ball.
Yeah. Both, of course, Champions League winners with Chelsea, Havertz and Christensen.
What a year. And Rudiger. There's loads of them on this
And
pitch.
Rudiger.
Any more? Don't think so.
Not that I can think of.
No. But Algo, yeah, doesn't look like there's too much in it. But it's one of those where they're both going to say ball, both head. I think there's probably a lot more force behind it than the pictures. The pictures tell you.
Yeah.
Germany loving life because they'll be happy with what they've seen, even though they're drawing. I think they'll be happy.
There is a look of nerve on the Denmark fans' faces because they've seen how Germany have
then you look at
played them.
You look at Hjulman and he's cool as a cucumber.
And that's crucial, isn't it? That's why he's the manager and none of the spectators are.
Jill is not a Danish
There's
person.
no
Jill.
one called Jill in Denmark. Well, there might be, I don't know.
Probably somewhere. But yeah. German crowd, a sea of white. Signal Iduna Park as well. Lovely stadium. Incredible atmosphere.
Yeah. Absolutely beautiful. Best stadium in the world.
Oh no.
Oh, what's better?
It's hard to judge because I haven't watched a game in the others.
Let's go to every stadium in the world then, so we can make a very.
I bet the
comprehensive
Bernabeu's
list.
good.
Yeah.
Wembley isn't the same atmosphere because I think European fans are more, the atmosphere is better.
I reckon Nou Camp.
Yeah, it's pretty good, isn't
Camp
it?
Nou.
Yeah. San Siro.
Yeah, for me,
And
Italy, France, Germany are going to have that edge.
I mean, what was it? The Stadio Olimpico was electric for a Conference League game.
Okay,
So good.
Against Bodo Saskia. Imagine a derby with Lazio there.
Get me there.
Yeah, get me a bodyguard and I'll go. Yes. Schlotterbeck. Musiala. Driving forwards. Finds Kai Havertz. Musiala. Wants to take players on, and that's a huge challenge in there. A really good tackle from Vestergaard.
Yeah, very easy to get on wrong. Could have been in trouble.
One back in there by Schlotterbeck, fighting for it, slips and loses possession. So Denmark trying to come forwards here. Germany halting their progress, but they have holding onto the ball, and that is poor from Rasmus Højlund. Really cheap to give the ball away like that, and Rudiger winning it back.
Yeah, good stuff from Rudiger.
Now it goes the football when. No, it's just when the football England play at Wembley is so boring, people would rather take their airplanes onto the pitch. Yeah. Indeed, here's Andrich. I think England don't have great football fans, if I'm honest.
I don't get how European football fans get tired.
Because it's
you see the home ends that are constantly bouncing.
They get the nice mix of passion and respect.
Yeah.
Whereas for English football fans, it's either a library or abusive. Like, it's never in between. You never get that nice atmosphere. Like, obviously, it could still be a really nice game if it's a relatively quiet atmosphere.
European atmospheres will look dangerous with the flares and stuff, but if you go in there, they'll all be just nice people.
Yeah.
And they'll be respectful. I feel like with Europe, they don't chant about the opposition, they chant good about their team.
We've seen at this tournament, when you've seen fans interacting, they're great. To be fair to England fans that are in the that are at the tournament,
they've been good.
All the reports have been that England have been great with it. I think it is just because the dickheads in England aren't going to go out there.
No.
They're still here. So when we host international games and international tournaments, because everyone in England is here, we look like dickheads. You look at the final in Euro 2020, hosted at Wembley.
Smashed our own country.
Exactly.
Like the Germany and the Scotland fans didn't realise the German fans after they'd just been beating them 5-1. Yeah, it's great. I love the Scotland fans that have stayed in Germany for the rest of the tournament.
Here come Germany. Schlotterbeck lifting that towards Kai Havertz, headed away by Delaney.
Yeah, Germany really haven't threatened in the last 10-15 minutes. Really good.
No, Denmark have settled in.
Game management from Denmark.
Now it says the 99% of England fans spoil it for everyone else. Yeah. For the 1% of England that are really nice, everyone else ruins it. Scott Olsen. Here's Barr. Puts it in there. And it's going to fall for Joachim Mæhle. And that is a foul. It's a really good position.
Really silly.
Really good position for this free kick.
Really silly.
He leaves his boot there, and Mæhle is smart.
Oh yeah, it's really
He's
smart.
going nowhere.
But it's naive defending that is. Just sticks his leg out. Oh, yeah, no.
Yeah.
Really silly. Didn't he do that? I don't think Mailer would have got round him and got to the ball before Tony Rudiger came and levered it out. Costly. This could be costly. Players like Christian Eriksen on the pitch could cause a problem from this car wreck. It's going to be difficult. Get it up and over.
Yeah.
Got to find a way to cause a problem from this area. There will be a discussion. Does he go keeper's side? Does he go hard and low rather than try and lift it over? Yeah, I think that's so silly because the ball had gone exactly. Rudiger would have won it.
Got to shoot from here. As you say, though, the issue is getting it up and then back down again. Could we finally see a direct free kick goal at this tournament? They're going to have to do something clever with the wall.
I think he's got to go top right. No, he's not top press. Yeah, look at. Oh, it's good positioning for Neuer.
What if he just lifts it right over the wall? But straight into the wall. It's going to drop for Højbjerg. He's going to try and put this across the box, and he does, but nobody makes any contact with him. That's out for a Germany throw.
You've got to do something clever with it, and he doesn't go under the wall, he doesn't go over the wall, he doesn't go next to it, he goes right at it. It's a terrible free kick. Look, Højbjerg literally ducked to give him a gap to go through. You say he lets it at Antonio Rudiger's midriff.
Yeah.
And now Germany have got to play out, but a really good response from Denmark. Germany struggling in the last 15 minutes or so. Got to find a way through.
Andrich. Header up in the air and out of play from Vestigado. Actually, Vakimela will get across to that. Sane blocks his forward pass, falls to Andrich, now Kroos, Musiala, Gundogan. That is lovely one-touch football. And David Raum can burst into space down the left-hand side, or just waiting for the run of Musiala. Plays it inside to Gundogan, who's got time and space. Finds Musiala, back towards Gundogan, and the pass doesn't have enough on it, and Bar gets back in. Wow.
Yeah, better for Germany. That's what they've got to do more of. Move it like that, move it quicker. Cause issues.
Really nice exchange of passes. Karakady saying my praise off with Turkey. The team against Austria will be difficult. The match against Austria will be difficult. I hope luck will be on our side. The mafia should kidnap the referee's child. Well, other than that last sentence, which we of course cannot condone, yeah, I think it's going to be a really, really difficult game for Turkey. I think Austria are, in my opinion, other than Spain and now Germany, the best team in this tournament. So,
wow.
It will be interesting.
Look, here come Denmark.
Ball across, blocked by Antonio Rudiger. Now Leroy Sane.
Got to go, got a chance here.
Sane. He just gets caught there.
That was a good chance. Denmark got caught high. Need to do better with that. That be disappointing for Germany. They haven't taken their opportunities, and now they know this. They're going to have to play the long game now. There's no easy way about it for Germany now. Denmark are settled, they're reserved, they're structured well, and there is no way through.
Yeah.
Or just get Tony Rudiger to play a ball across the top.
That's a good interception there from Mailer, and quite a crucial one as well. Delaney. Last 5 minutes have seen Germany settle back into it, but now Denmark will look to bring it forward. Is Delaney going to get there? No, he's not.
The rain starts falling. Quite heavily.
I was going to say fallen.
Pelting. But yeah, I think it's an interesting one. Because I love Denmark can look so all over the place for 10 minutes and then just shore up immediately.
Yeah, I mean, speaking of the weather, it is like the British weather.
Yeah.
1 minute everything's fine and dandy in the sunshine, the next is a thunderstorm.
Oh, brilliant for Germany.
And here comes a thunderstorm because Gundogan's carrying that ball forwards. Has to turn back. Has a lot of support on this left-hand side. Toni Kroos. Leroy Sane. Shifts it to Havertz. Unable there. That final ball just doesn't quite come off. Havertz tried to flick around the corner into Musiala. It just doesn't quite happen.
Just ran out of space.
Joshua. Sorry, Toni Kroos. I just assumed that was going to Kimmich.
Yeah.
Here is Rudiger. Now it finds its way to Joshua Kimmich. Andrich. Gundogan. Andrich. Havertz. Trying to get a shot away.
He's just got to hit it. Just got to hit it.
Mailer.
You don't know what can happen.
Forwards, and that is just going to bounce through to Rudiger.
I just don't know. I don't know. I think, and they are going to... What are they stopping the game for? Is it rain? Yeah.
Michael Oliver decided it's too wet. Oh, it's thunderstorm.
Oh, there's a thunderstorm. So, 35 minutes
There's a bit of
gone
lightning.
then.
There's lightning too close to the stadium.
And Michael Oliver's going
Oliver
to call
shat
it.
himself. So we are going to have a pause in proceedings here. There was a lightning strike near the stadium. So we'll have to pause the game until the lightning's gone. So 35 minutes in. Germany 0, Denmark 0, and we have a momentary stoppage. How long this will be, I'm not sure. So that's fun. But yeah, it'll pass in 5 minutes, isn't it, Nick? Awesome. Thank you for the information. So let's debrief from that first 35 minutes. Good football from Germany.
Yeah, it was good football from Germany. They looked very, very good for the first 10, 15 minutes, but the problem for them was once Denmark got into the game, settled down, it's very, very hard to find a way through.
Yeah, exactly. I think that, there was a nice spell of early dominance from the German side. After that, they sort of eased off as Denmark settled into the game. So, yeah, very interesting. Interesting to see. I thought Germany played well, though. And I think that if they keep going at their current rate, they're going to find a way in. They're going to find a goal.
Yeah.
So they've got to be mindful of that. But, yeah, they have still played very well.
But, yeah, hopefully, as Nia says, this will pass.
Huge respect, by the way, to the Denmark fan I've just shown there, who is shirtless with just a Denmark flag draped over one shoulder. In a thunderstorm. That's all you need doing supporting your country.
Yeah. Does look like he's all happy to get this game going again.
Nah, he's scared. He's run down the tunnel. Genuinely, where is he? Because there's two Lilos there.
There he is. He's gone to the toilet.
Just talking to UEFA officials.
If you are just joining, we do have a delay due to a thunderstorm. Which sounds pathetic to say, but we have to say, does make sense.
Yeah, so the timer stops. I assume... Well, it might keep running. I don't really know. And then they just play loads of added time. I don't really know what they're doing.
Should I just put delay?
You can, if you want.
I can just reset the time.
Lightning.
Lightning.
You don't want to fit that in there. Okay, maybe you will. There we go.
Oh, big.
Yeah, huge.
Big lightning.
Huge lightning strikes around the Signal Iduna, as we have to call it for this, the BBB Stadion.
But yeah, hopefully this won't last too long, because this is going to eat into time afterwards. Which is why we record, why we record things.
You've got somewhere to be?
Yes. No. It's a shame. Now this is big. And it is now, it's started raining heavier again, so we're back under the shelters. So we saw players and coaching staff to start to come out of the dugouts, but the rain has got heavy again, and they've gone back into the dugouts.
Yeah, match suspended due to adverse weather conditions, slightly different to our play delay.
That rhymes. So I'm not right. Imagine I wrote that in that tiny little box.
Suspended
due to adverse
weather. So this could be any length of stoppage.
Yeah, so the clock was stopped on 35:20.
24.
And they are now going down the tunnel.
This is going to be a long stoppage.
This is going to be longer.
They're saying big storms in Belgium, France and Luxembourg, by the looks of it, Netherlands too, well, clearly in Germany as well. So, when and...
They were going to try and ride it out, but we can't do that. So instead, you now get some entertainment during the weather.
Yeah, as the other thing so eloquently puts it, it's raining cats and dogs. It very much is.
It very much is, with a bit of lightning in there as well.
Yeah. So, well, the German fans are
still
not
in high
off.
spirits. Out there in there, but look, nobody has reached for a coat. Maybe because I don't have them.
I was going to say, yeah.
Look at them all there. I mean, there's still some shirtless people in the crowd as well. Absolute maniacs. But yeah, raining very heavily here in Dortmund.
See the thunderstrikes. I'm surprised there's not some sort of get the fans out of the stands thing. I mean, that'd be bedlam.
But also they're undercover.
Yeah, I guess.
But
well,
yeah.
We've cut from thunderstorms to the studio. So, yeah, Nick says these storms normally pass over pretty quickly. Well, there we go. We've got our geography correspondent there. As someone who took GCSE geography, Harry, how long do you think this is going to last?
I mean, it shouldn't last too long, but I think the main concern will be, as well from a refereeing point of view, is that while they're off, they're going to wait for the rain to ease off as well, because it wasn't only the lightning as well, it was very, very heavy rain, because you could see there that the rain was easing off, and we saw people start to come out from under the dugout, but as soon as the rain came heavy again, Michael Oliver said, right, let's go actually down the tunnel, and this is going to be a longer delay than we planned.
Yeah, very much sure. I was just going to check and see if there's...
Any updates?
Yeah, anything.
But while we wait then, it's been a decent first half, but this is big. This is big for the game, because as we said, Denmark were under the cosh for the... my days.
Picture. Don't know if it's going to show up on the stream. Does that show up very well?
No.
Absolutely not. But it's basically a strike that hit the stadium. But that is incredible.
We had a discussion about that. But we could be here for a while. We do not know. But as I said, this can definitely have a massive impact on the game, because Denmark are under the cosh, first 10-15 minutes. They ready to storm, but is there opportunity?
Well, they didn't, did they?
No, yeah.
The storm was coming on, ready to...
They rode their luck a little bit. They got back into the game. But is there a chance after this delay for Germany to come out fast and catch Denmark napping again?
Yeah, well, potentially so. I mean, it's going to be weird, because they're going to have this long stoppage, and then 10 minutes, and then 15-minute stoppage, and then whatever we have, and then 45 minutes after that. It's going to be a weird situation for the players.
It is absolutely chucking it down.
I mean, it's been a long time since I've seen a match suspended due to adverse weather conditions.
Yeah.
It's just like I'm watching cricket. Oh, we've started with a bit of rain. Oh, God, I can keep playing. But also, since we've got a break, I've just seen that Chelsea are in advanced talks to sign a 19-year-old American left-back.
What a surprise.
So there we go.
And now ITV. Well, ITV got to their ref room with Christina Ungle.
Christopher. Yeah, she looks like a Christopher. But so not sure what this, I imagine this is going to be talking about the penalty, not
it will
the
be
rain.
the disallowed goal.
Sorry.
But so we'll have a look at this now. Do you think this goal should have been disallowed for Nico Schlotterbeck?
No. I get that. I get why it is.
Oliver gave it.
Yeah.
Wow. So yes, VAR didn't actually overturn it. Oliver gave it immediately. We didn't, because we were in celebration. But
there's not enough in there for me.
Yeah, to be fair to Oliver, he had his whistle in the mouth before the goal went in, but he allowed play to resume to VAR. So Oliver's given the free kick. Well, Schlotterbeck's looked at him, and that's on Schlotterbeck. But VAR did have a look, realising they didn't need to overrule it, and the German fans are weathering the storm using they're trying to use the, what do you call it?
The flags.
Yeah. And they are now leaving the
stadium.
stadium.
Stands.
I'm not surprised.
Anyone in the front few rows, obviously, they're just going to get a
battering.
Barrage.
I mean, some bloke's still banging drum. Respect to him.
under a flag. But yeah.
But it's a soft one I think by the rules the goal should have been disallowed, but
they're tipping off the roof at the signal Iduna here, so you can see why. But Gary's saying, does the referee have the ability to shorten half time on the basis of this extended break? I don't think so. I don't really know what the rules are. Because
you have to see after 45 minutes, it's a mandatory break that you have to have.
That's the thing, and you also have to account for things like advertisers and all that sort of stuff. So we think of that. I think is Oliver coming back out the tunnel, or is he going deeper in the tunnel?
No, I think he's going deeper, because what that was was he coming back out? That looked like to me is that he said, "Look, he's talking to you way for official with Denmark and the official with Germany," and then he spotted the camera and then walked off.
So is there any chance that we don't get this game back on this evening?
I mean, if the weather doesn't stop, then 100%, then suddenly they will have to have a reschedule.
So match suspended for at least 15 minutes is the latest update.
Look at those idiots.
I mean, they look having a great time, the Denmark fans. And the Denmark fans all loving watching the Denmark fans on the big screens. So a definite delay of 15 minutes. We know that much. They will then see what the conditions are like in 15 minutes' time and reassess. But it doesn't bode massively well, does it? 15 minutes.
I don't know.
We'll see.
The problem is, it's also, as Nick says, the drainage looks really, really poor. at the
It's
Sigma
gonna get
Arena.
tested,
Look at
isn't
the water that is actually tipping off the roof onto the fans.
That's why they're having to get fans. You
Yeah.
see camera operators getting out of there. You see fans getting out of there. And
I
then
mean-
people there with brooms sweeping up the water. But this is an issue, isn't it?
And obviously, I don't know what the ruling is around if the game cannot continue tonight. I'm guessing
Presumably
it'll reshuffle to
At 2
tomorrow.
o'clock tomorrow morning.
But obviously, similarly
not
similarly to most sports, we would continue. Well, I don't know what the ruling is around football, but obviously, if you get a certain length into a match, then you have to start from that point. But obviously, we didn't even get the half time, so I don't know whether we'd go from minute 1 or whether they'd go from minute 35.
Presumably from 35.
I think they'd go 35.
Depends.
But obviously, if we got to 60, they could call. And obviously, the difficulty is that it is a knockout game. If we'd got to 60 and it was a league game, then obviously they'd call it a draw. But we only got to 35 and it's a knockout game. We have to have a winner from tonight, from this game. So the only option is to reschedule it.
Yeah.
We have to get through the 90 minutes.
Yeah. The only thing I've seen on Twitter, there's no actual information. People going, it's a weird mix. People going, it's really cool.
Yeah.
Look at these pictures of lightning, and then people saying, can we get Clive Tilsley for more games? Because apparently he's been incredible. And also, the only thing I saw earlier about this Switchland Italy game is that Danny Murphy is the most boring man in the world.
I mean, now says I was restarting a few minutes. I think they will, mate. I mean, do you know how long it's been since... I will say it's now 8:45. 35 minutes would have been 10 minutes ago, so we've still got a mandatory 5 minutes.
I think it's 40 minutes. Because they're still going by the match clock. Football said on 40 minutes there was at least 15 minutes.
So basically the timer didn't stop until Michael Oliver sent them back down the tunnel. While they're in the dugouts, the clock was still running.
Presumably, yeah.
So we've gone we've got to remember we're going back to 40 minutes is the time we're looking at.
And then they'll just add on an extra 5 on top of whatever they were going to add on. The Denmark fans having a great time. Singing their songs, waving their arms in the air, enjoying a beer.
Well, yeah, because they're the ones under the cover. That German fan with a flag on his head. I mean, that lady's prepared. She brought a poncho. That is, if I went to a football game, I would be with her because she's prepared.
Hopefully, she's got a load for the gang, but
Yeah,
yeah.
she's going to need like 5, I think, this weather.
Yes, and says now everyone's an expert plumber, of course. The drainage system is just not good enough, is it?
No.
We all know what we're talking
My
about.
house, it just runs straight off into the road. Where there's no road round. You know what I mean? It run backwards.
There's no roads.
Yeah, the roof slanted like that. He'd probably think that the rain would run like go uphill. And
It's our decision, isn't it, to let the rain tip into stadium and not out? No?
there must be a reason it's tilted.
I don't know. Solar panels?
No, you just put it on.
Or sun in it.
Yeah.
You want sort of sun coming in.
Sun in it, bruv.
Well, anyway,
Yeah.
Patrick Linfante Jr. says greetings from the USA. Welcome. It was great to see so many people hopping in. We've had a couple of American viewers throughout this tournament, so thank you for joining us, and I hope you're enjoying today's game. Unfortunately, we are currently with a bit of a delay thanks to the weather here in Germany. Match is cancelled now, says Victoria Craig. Is that a confirmed thing? I'm just going to look out for if there's anything. So still suspended as of right now.
But I mean, obviously, they'll look at the weather forecast. They can call it now. If they know it's not going to get better, they'll call it now.
Yeah. Yeah, very true. That's the thing. So we've got about 5-10 minutes until we will know.
Yeah. And obviously, my best guess would be that it would go to tomorrow. Would we, move it to a 2 o'clock game, I guess? It's the only option, really, isn't it? There's no other time you can play.
Unless they move it to a different spot, yeah. But the problem is, any
you
later...
can't put it in a rest day.
Well, one, you can't put it in a rest day, and two, if it was Monday or Tuesday, you'd have to move the quarter-final game.
Yeah.
Because if not, Germany would have an unfair advantage on Spain.
And suddenly...
Spain have an unfair
obviously,
advantage.
tomorrow, it's still... it's going to be a pain in the arse with ticketing and everything, but sometimes things are out of your control.
Well, if either play in the same stadium, ticketing isn't going to be an issue.
Well, no, in terms of people not going to get there and things.
Yeah, if you've got a flight home. Equally, you go, sorry.
Yeah. I mean, Kasper Schmeichel has made a lot of saves in there.
Yeah. Definitely. Jamie Todd saying, is this now a done deal? Waterfall from United to Dortmund. Yeah, it's not been officially cancelled just yet, says Gary. Victoria says thunder and lightning. Yes. So match has been postponed. We've got about 5 minutes until they're going to go try again in the rain. But they can hear the lightning. They're going to know whether or not they're any closer.
And Michael Oliver still hasn't left the toilet because he's scared.
Yeah, unfortunately, Michael Oliver is a little bit worried. So
he's on the phone with his mum right now.
But yeah. So hopefully we can get back underway at some point this evening. There will of course be at least a 15-minute delay to this game. The big question mark now is going to be how late can they play to? Because if this game was to go to extra time and penalties, we'd now be looking to at least 11:15 before we get to the end of the game.
I think
at least
they'll
11
call
o'clock.
it. I think they'll call it.
You think they'll call it this tonight?
Yeah.
I mean, once we get over that 9 o'clock mark, so it's 10 o'clock in Germany, isn't it?
And then suddenly you have big question. Because then you have the whole thing about how long people can work, how long people can do exercise for.
Germany have rules.
Exactly, Germany have rules. So, because you can't work for the night in Germany, you can't, like, certain people cannot. I don't think you're allowed, because I know obviously people talk about the ruling with Lamine Yamal, how late Yamal, he can work.
So in Germany, under 16s can't work over the time of 8 o'clock unless you're a sports player, in which case you can work till 10 o'clock. But obviously that creates a huge issue out there because Yamal would have to stop playing at half time or Spain face a fine.
And I think the other thing, but also it's not just, there is obviously a rule for, I think it's adults as well, just normal people.
Yeah, well there'll be some night workers like
there'll be exceptions like police officers.
People of the night, which is one way to phrase it. And obviously like, I don't know, lorry drivers.
Yeah, but again there'll be exceptions. I'm intrigued to see what happens here. I think they'll call it. It depends. They'll look at the forecast. If it's not going to clear up in the next... I mean, Nick keeps saying it's going to pass over. Doubt it, the storm will pass in 5 minutes. You said that 5 minutes ago, Nick.
Yeah.
But yeah, I'd be... Because if it's going to last another half an hour, they won't get this game going.
Yeah, that is the...
I mean, as Victoria said, if they got restarted at 9:30, the game would... And it went to penalties, the game would not finish until tomorrow.
Yeah.
That would be ridiculous. As Gary says, it's hailing now. Look at that. There's lightning, there's hailing.
The shots are cool, to be fair.
They are.
And that's what Dortmund were tweeting out.
Yeah, that's literal hail. Yeah, it's to be done now. Because you can't play in hail. Because obviously it's on the pitch.
Someone said, I don't care about the safety of the players. Get them back out there for the sheer aesthetic of it all.
Okay, that's good. Look at the radar. I mean, you might be right.
Any update from UEFA?
But the worry will be how long will it take? And Mike Oliver is... No, he went to have a look and they've just gone, no, don't bother.
So I'm not sure whether we'll get back underway this evening.
Well, either that was a don't bother, or go get the players that are coming out.
6 minutes ago, UEFA tweeted out that it's been suspended due to thunderstorms and heavy rain. UEFA will make an announcement on the resumption of the match in due course. So UEFA being helpful as always.
They basically told us fuck all.
They've said it has been cancelled as you've seen, and we'll tell you more.
Like you already thought, you already knew we were going to do that. I was just going to sit here suspiciously and not say anything.
But yeah. So yeah, we're not sure if we'll get back underway today. AJ's saying it's clearing up now, most likely going to play on in 10 minutes, right. I expect.
Well, that might be the chat.
Unfortunately, I don't own a radar.
That might, because there was like Oliver was walking out to the tunnel, and then an official told him, and then he then spoke to UEFA official. Oliver then turned away. Now my guess is if it is clearing up, the UEFA official went, "We're playing, mate," and then Oliver's gone to go get the players.
I didn't get Gary's I don't own a radar thing, but then I looked back up. Nick actually look at the radar, it's cleared now. Yeah, we don't own a radar.
Gary says that'd be too sensible to Google it. I thought Nick had sat over there an actual proper radar set up for the whole of Europe.
Got his weather vane out.
Yeah. What would a weather vane do?
I have no idea what the weather vane does, so...
How would a weather vane do anything about the weather in Germany?
Tells you about the weather, doesn't it? Anyway. Yeah.
It's spitting everybody in. Good stuff.
Yes, and says Nick, that comes from the Titanic's departure port. They know their stuff.
But if it does... No. If it does now go to penalties, we are going to be here for a long evening.
Yeah, well, and the Germans, because they're an hour the other way, so that'll be pushing midnight if it goes penalties.
Yeah.
But yeah. Victoria Craig says, anyhow, I like now that we're changing topic because there's not much to talk about.
Yeah.
What did you think about the Italy-Switzerland match? Did you think that Switzerland would win? I mean, we did a preview where we both said Italy would just edge it. You said Switzerland. No, I said Switzerland to win.
Yeah, and then I changed my opinion as of when I was streaming it this morning. I said 2-1 Switzerland.
Oh, there you go.
So yeah, no, I think Italy have not been good enough at the tournament, and they thoroughly deserved to go out. And to be honest, I saw it coming, really. I mean, the Vargas strike is phenomenal. But I did today, so I wake up different feeling. Yeah,
I don't remember what I said on the.
Switzerland were brilliant. Italy were not good enough.
I think it's a 2-1 to be fair.
Italy haven't been good enough all tournament, and Switzerland are playing well, unbeaten now, unbeaten still at the tournament.
And Switzerland will be a really tough tie if England could beat Slovakia. Jesus
Yeah.
Christ, that was...
Did you not see that?
No, I did. I was just remembering it. It looked even closer that time.
Fabian Schär heading into his own post. Sommer just sitting outside the goal like, what do I do here? But yeah, thoroughly deserved from Switzerland. Italy created nothing. They had 3 shots on target all game.
To be fair, though, that's not a shot on target, but it couldn't be much...
No, sorry, it was 3 shots, 1 on target.
Bloody hell.
Yeah, I know, it absolutely nothing.
And I watched. I didn't look at any of the stats. I watched it. Didn't think much happened. But Jesus. John Hampton says players returning to the field. Unfortunately, ITV is still showing us clips from the earlier match, so I'm hoping we're cutting back now. Yeah, the players are out, so we are going to get back underway in tonight's game then.
Hallelujah.
That's what we want to see. Yes, as I expected 2-0 to Switzerland. You smashed it there, then Yellowstone. But yeah, as John says in chat, we are getting back underway here. Should be a good one. And hopefully, there's not too much disruption because it's a really good game. But yeah. And Germany were hoping to get back underway from where they were, really. Take momentum for that first 30 minutes where they were all over Denmark, really. But yeah. Simon Jordan, in his infinite wisdom, tweeted, "Our players are coming off because it rains. Give me a break." So that's insightful.
I've just set to 46, but Oliver will work out what time is.
Yeah.
How long's left of the half? Well, the clock was stopped at 40, so there should be 5 minutes left.
So ITV turned theirs off at what?
35, and the players went off initially.
35-24,
but the actual UEFA clock did not stop until the players actually left into the tunnel. The clock was still running while they sat in the dugouts waiting for it to clear. The clock didn't stop until Michael Oliver took the players down the tunnel. This could all only happen when English referees were doing it.
It's a request. Switzerland had Kobel on their team, so it's really impossible to score. Well, Kobel didn't play, did he? It was Jan Sommer.
Yeah.
But yeah, I mean, that's crazy. That goalkeeping depth for Switzerland.
Yeah.
Have Kobel and Sommer. It speaks volumes about how good Sommer is, or how highly rated he is by the national setup, that he gets in over one of the best goalkeepers in the world right now.
His Sommer is still very good.
Oh, of course. We saw that with Inter. He's also one of the best goalkeepers in the world right now.
Very good selection of goalkeepers.
Indeed.
But yeah.
They'd arguably want a world-class player in a different position. It's a bit like, you have lots of national sides where they've got so many world-class players in one position, like Germany and their attacking midfielders.
Yeah, well, there's a big chance.
One good striker, one world-class striker, that'd be incredible.
There's a big chance, there is a big chance now for both sides to take advantage. And we are now ready to go. We are ready to resume in Dortmund. The rain has passed. Can't remember who had the ball, but somehow Oliver does.
It's my ball now.
There's no way he's remembered whose ball it was. No, UEFA probably wrote it down. They probably went back and looked at the footage.
Surely Michael Oliver just kicks it in the air now.
Yes.
No way he does.
Leathers it in the air. We need to drop ball.
They have to go stand on their lines.
Yeah.
And he kicks it directly up in the air and they all run at it.
Calls out 4 numbers.
That is 100% what I want to see happen now, but it's not. We're going to see match just resume. And Oliver will drop the ball and we're back underway.
What minute are we in?
We have absolutely no idea what the minute is. We know the score's still 0-0.
TV.
Should be good.
Oh, we are? No, we're going for 34 again.
So playing from 34 50. Might as well go from 55. Now. I think I've... Oh, that second off. That's gutting. There we go. Victoria Croce says Germany has a good goalkeeper. Germany have many good goalkeepers. You know, Marc-Andre ter Stegen not able to get in because of Manuel Neuer. They've also got Bernd Leno. So yeah, lots of options there. Guys, they start from 35, so it does look that way. But yeah, good to get back underway in tonight's game. There was fears that we wouldn't be able to continue play.
I would admit I really hope there's go penalties now. If not in for a long night.
Well, you wouldn't.
It's now 9 o'clock on the dot. 10 minutes to extra time. 25 minutes.
I thought if any game was going to go to penalties, it'd be the Italy-Switzerland one, just because both sides haven't really scored at this tournament.
Another half an hour.
Like Switzerland did in the Hungary game. But yeah. Germany in possession now. Andrich. Here's Leroy Sané. And now Ilkay Gundogan. It's brought down in there by Rasmus Højlund. It's more of a tangle of legs, but it has been given Germany's way.
Just for perspective, we should now be kicking off the second half. Based on the time that is at,
Yeah.
So we have lost about...
Half an hour in there?
Yeah, half an hour. Yeah.
Or 25 minutes, but... Yeah. Victoria says, who do you think will win the Euros? I think right now my favourites are Spain or Germany. I really like Austria as well, but I wouldn't be surprised if Austria were one of those sides where you go, well, they're playing really well, but then they lose to Turkey. Or something weird like that.
Yeah.
Or they lose to Netherlands, who they've already beaten at this competition. So, ball in. Great save from Schmeichel. Great header from Havertz. Denied wonderfully by Kasper Schmeichel.
Brilliant save. It's straight at him, but it's still a very difficult save to make.
And Kimmich puts it back in there. Header on target. Or header towards target, just wide of the mark by Germany. But they are coming out with the same ferocity that they started the game with.
Yeah, trying to take advantage as we thought they would. Really fast start from Germany.
Not far away, that header in there.
Great opportunities.
Was it David Raum, I think, at the back post?
Depends who I think was the. I'm going to say England.
England are still Opta's favourites, and people are going, oh, why? But the thing is, people forget.
This is the draw. They reshuffled it.
The draw. Two, people forget England haven't played badly. They played boringly. Like, they've still got the results.
Yeah. Exactly.
They've just played incredibly dull
all the time.
football.
And tomorrow we're going to rock out and we're going to beat Slovakia.
Well, yes, because they're Slovakia. But the problem is, as well, is how does that football translate when we play
and
against
then we'll lose
France
Switzerland
and whatever. Maybe. Delaney almost loses it in there.
It's very hard as a player to adjust to a stoppage in a game at any level.
Højlund heads
especially at the highest.
Across to Joachim Mæhle. Here come Denmark now. Højbjerg. And that ball through, but Barr's not going to get there. Neuer will go out and collect it. Denmark have got to make more of that. Germany did not deal with that very well defensively, but Denmark just didn't have the players in the right sort of position.
No.
Kroos. Now Antonio Rudiger. Not long now until half time then. Which feels weird. Joshua Kimmich. Now Leroy Sané. Andrich. Sané. Kroos to Antonio Rudiger. Joshua Kimmich. Plays it down the line. And can Sané get there? Delaney just about hooking that out of play, but is that a throw or corner? That has been given as a corner.
Yeah. Also, does anyone know as well if there are any more storms on the way on the radar? Just out of interest. That's the Havertz header. It's a great save from Schmeichel. It is straight at him, but he's still got to make it. And he does well to adjust his body, so he parries it out as well.
Yeah. Victoria's saying, Spain, their prime is unstoppable, bro. Yeah, I mean, to be fair, you could apply that to a lot of national sides, but yeah, that Spain 2008 to 2012 team, just so special.
Horrendous corner from Toni Kroos. Never thought I'd say that.
And Schollebeck there has managed to win a throw, and he gets the home crowd going.
That's not a foul. Good decision from all of that. Good strength.
His body against Delaney there.
Oh, it's actually a free kick the other way.
Oh, wow.
Okay, well, that is the wrong decision. Did we not give a Danish free kick, but instead give a German one? Chance then for Germany from the dead ball. Kroos with the ball again.
Toni Kroos, ball in, and that's headed up in the air. It's a little bit messy. Havertz tries to put it back in there. Smashed clear. And out for a Germany throw.
Oh, great throw. Oh,
Finds Havertz. It is what's been deemed here. There's going to be a yellow card for somebody.
I think it's Hillman on the sideline.
Let's find out. Well, he's not happy about something.
Yeah.
Oliver. And that is a yellow card to Casper Hillman, I believe.
Good to see Oliver asserting his dominance.
After a minute ago, only ran in crying because of the rain.
I want my mummy.
Row. Kroos heads it down. It's Manuel Neuer. Lifting that towards Joshua Kimmich. You can't quite keep that in play. Yes, and says, how is the drainage in Berlin for the final? No idea.
That's a stadium we watched Switzerland Italy, and that's quite a nice ground.
Olympia Stadion?
Yeah.
Yeah, it's a lovely ground. I don't know what the drainage is like.
I'm sure they've got better drainage than when the water was just falling off into the pitch.
It's been renewed fairly recently, hasn't it? Renovated.
Looks wonderful. Oh, what is he doing?
Silly from Schlotterbeck in there. Rasmus Højlund. That's a poor shot.
That is a massive let-off.
Has to do better, Rasmus Højlund.
Massive let-off for Germany. God knows what Schlotterbeck is trying to do here.
He doesn't realise.
Tries to dribble out.
Yeah, he doesn't realise. He tries to dribble out, doesn't realise Eriksen's there, then has to cut back, gets his footwork all wrong, and luckily Højlund just has a terrible
I've got
shot.
a cross goal and lay it into the box. He's got two players screaming at him.
At least put that on target there.
Now you're asking what's Oliver's problem? I don't know. I'm guessing Hillman said something or did something. There wasn't much protest from the manager, which says to me that it was probably a deserved yellow card.
Well, you're not going to protest further, are you? That's going to be a second yellow, and you've got to go sit in the wet stands for the rest of the evening. Is David Raum.
And then you miss the quarter final if you got through.
Sane, and that comes off bar, and it's out for a throw.
Maybe your team probably get knocked out.
Gary says, can't believe it's still 0-0, especially with the way Germany started.
Well, to be fair, we haven't seen 42 minutes. We did miss half an hour in the middle. But yeah, no, I get what you mean. Those first 10-15 minutes, it felt like Germany were going to score, easily.
Here is Rudiger now, taking that off the Denmark attack. And back to Neuer. Guy says Denmark did well to steady the ship and regain control. Yeah, they did have a moment in there. They're about a 10-minute passage where they had a couple of decent attacks. They didn't really look like conceding, but other than that, Germany have been so good in this game.
Yeah, 100%. 100%.
And all of Denmark's attacks just breaking down for various reasons. I don't think Højlund has a particularly good game. I don't think that Christian Eriksen driving forward to the ball hasn't worked out particularly well.
Yeah, no.
They need Scott Olsen getting the ball at his feet and driving it forwards. That's the type of player they need doing that.
And he plays it to Eriksen who scores, rather than the other way around.
Or your wing backs, both strong carries of the ball.
Basically, stop making Christian Eriksen run.
He's presses well though, to be fair to Eriksen. It's not a terrible runner, he's not quick. Hard working though. Sane is fouled in there. Sorry, Musiala is fouled in there.
Yeah, again,
free kick.
Causing all sorts of problems, Jamal Musiala. Yeah, good touch.
Just has that explosive nature, doesn't he?
Tries to turn his feet as well. Respect that.
But, well, exactly, and I think if anything, that Bice have found more in the modern day than Sane throwing himself down at every opportunity does. That's an odd decision from Schmeichel to play straight back through the middle of the team with his feet, but it's worked out. Schlotterbeck playing it across to Joshua Kimmich. Kroos. Andrich. Now Antonio Rudiger. Toni Kroos. Jamal Musiala. David Raum. Here is Nico Schlotterbeck. Musiala. Trying to carry that ball forwards. And now Denmark coming forwards. Ball across from Scott Olsen. Ball through from Eriksen to Delaney. Can he find Højlund? He plays it across. Rasmus Højlund. Oh, that's a huge save from Neuer. That is a huge stop from Manuel Neuer. Lovely exchange from Denmark. And Oliver stopped the game for
There's a big tackle
Rudiger.
in there from Delaney on Rudiger. Hopefully Rudiger's okay. But yeah, just caught on
Give
the
it
poor
away
pass
too
from
cheaply
Musiala.
in there.
Got
It's
Anderson
a
plays
lovely
handball.
exchange of passes. Delaney's 2 touches there, and then
Hoyland's got to do better.
shot
He's
block.
got to do better.
Oh, that looks like a nasty collision for Antonio Rudiger.
Go round him, do something.
Just lift over him, but he's fine. Rudiger's absolutely fine. Looked horrible. He's just up and going again. Mailer.
Break one foot, never mind. Carry on.
Look at his knee. I was worried, his knee's come off. No, absolutely fine.
Popped it back himself.
Højbjerg, magnificent switch to the play. Scott Olsen brings that down. With snow on it seems.
Or hail.
More likely. Anderson. Ball into the box. And that is header up in the air. And then they'll challenge Neuer, but he does hold on to it well.
Rudiger and Delaney coming together once again. That time for a hug. Andrich heads it up in the air. Delaney
knows he's never getting that one, but he still just nudges into him for a laugh.
Yeah. And then Rudiger goes and gives him a hug. That is it. That is half time. What a half.
45 minutes here in Dortmund. It's been a fantastic half of football. 62 minutes to get through 45 minutes, but we do now have half time. Germany 0, Denmark 0.
Yeah.
Good stuff though.
Very actually more than 71.
What?
71 minutes.
That is true. I can't do maths.
Exactly.
32 now, but
Okay.
yeah, good first half of football. I'm going to go take a quick break and leave you to give
Fair enough.
your thoughts, and then we will, obviously, second half coming up shortly.
I mean, what a half of football, eh?
Keep saying that for 15 minutes.
A rain-soaked first 45 and a lack of goals as well. I feel like perhaps the delay took all the life out of the game because those last 10 minutes there, both sides were just having to knock it about and get to half time. But yeah, I think an interesting half of football. It's very hard to deal with such a delay. But I think we have to be honest, I'm not going to judge the game based off the last 5-10 minutes after the pause. I think you have to look at it on the basis of what we saw in the first 30 minutes. And Germany started very fast. They put Denmark under a lot of pressure. They had a lot of big chances. Schlotterbeck obviously had the disallowed goal in there, which was a bit controversial. Because yes, by the book, it was a foul. But using the common sense, I don't think it actually affected much of the goal going in. I don't think Scott Olsen would have beaten Schlotterbeck to the ball anyway. But Mike Oliver gave it on field. VAR did not feel a need to overturn his decision. So the goal was disallowed. But yeah, since then, I think that goal gave Denmark a little bit of a lifeline, a little bit of hope. Yes, Germany kept pushing and they had some good chances. But eventually Denmark managed to steady the ship. It was a very scrappy first 10-15 minutes. Germany were all over them, put them under loads of pressure. But eventually, I think they got back into the game. They had a few chances themselves. They played some nice football. And yeah, I was impressed with the response from Denmark, and that is what they do best. We spoke about it so much. They weather the early storm. Not obviously in this case, but they steady the ship on the pitch. Yes, they concede a lot of early opportunities, but eventually they settle into the game, find their rhythm, and then once they do that, they can start to cause sides some real big problems. Yes, they can cause problems by coming forward, but they also got problems by frustrating them defensively. And that is what they're doing at the moment. Germany have struggled to find a way through, and then obviously we had the stoppage for the adverse weather conditions. That stoppage lasting about half an hour. And then the last 10 minutes there, it was another good headed effort by Kai Havertz. And then we also, was it Schlotterbeck, put another header wide as well. But apart from that, not much to write home about. In the second part of the first half, the first part definitely delivering a lot more of the action. If you are tuning in right now, there's a few of you in here, thank you all very much. Make sure to get involved in the chat. Let me know what you have thought of the first 45, or should I say 71. Let me know what you thought of that first half. A decent half, but I'm intrigued to see what you guys have got to say. yeah, so saying Germany saved by half time, well, potentially so. It did feel like Denmark were starting to build their momentum back up again. They definitely were pushing towards the end of that first half, and as you say, perhaps Germany were a bit relieved to hear that half-time whistle finally, and they can get back in at half-time and they can go again. But overall, not a bad first half from either side.
Well, I don't know. I don't think Denmark were particularly good.
I think they were. After 15th minute, I think they were quite good. Had some chances, defended pretty well. Yeah, they weren't great in the first 10-15, but that's the way they play.
Fair enough. I thought they struggled a bit, but yeah, I think Germany looked really, really good. They looked like the best team. The tournament bar, probably Spain. But yeah, I'm very surprised we haven't seen Germany score. Exactly. They had a lot of chances. A Schlotterbeck goal for me should have stood. There was another one in there that was tipped just past the post by Schmeichel. The Kimmich effort, again denied wonderfully by Schmeichel, but it does feel like, yes, Germany haven't scored yet, but those chances are going to keep coming, and eventually one's got to go in. Yeah,
exactly that. And I think the main concern for Nagelsmann is right now they've played well, but they have nothing to show for it. The main concern will be getting a goal, because if they don't, then suddenly we're looking to go 120 minutes, we're looking to go to penalties, simply because Denmark will be able to hold them off. So it'll be the most important thing will be for Germany to come out early on and get a goal.
Yeah, definitely. Nick was saying game of 3 halves today. I just feel like it would have made more sense to play 30 minutes than had a 15-minute break, and then got another 30 minutes. But obviously they're not going to just change the rules of football because of a bit of a weather break. But that for me would have made a lot more sense. But yeah, so I think Germany have had the much better chances. They've just not been able to put them away. But they have had a lot of opportunities.
Yeah, they have had a lot of opportunities. And I think that would be the positive thing. Because usually, when you have games like this against teams like Denmark, if they don't have a lot of opportunities, they'll sit here and go, where are the goals going to come from? Will we score in this game? What is going on? Yeah.
Well, Rasmus Højlund should have at least put that effort on target, if not buried it.
Yeah. Whereas, because they've had chances, they'll go, okay, we know we can score in this game, so we'll just bide our time, and they eventually can. Because they know they've got the chances. They know that one of them will go in the back of the net.
But yeah, 61% of the ball for Germany. Quite interestingly, their XG was actually 0.1 lower. So 0.59 to 0.69. They had 8 shots to 6.
Yeah.
So they had more chances, but not any as clear cut as Denmark did.
Yeah, no. And exactly that. Denmark do what they do best. They sit back, they absorb pressure, and they create high quality chances. Now, usually, they will finish them, but as we said, they cost themselves against Serbia, cost themselves against Slovenia by not taking those clear cut chances, and they're doing that again so far tonight.
So that Højlund chance right at the end there, 0.24 XG, by far the highest XG tally of a single effort in this game.
100%.
That was a big chance.
That was a big chance. They didn't take it, and they could be made to rue that towards the end of the game. And then he had another one where Schlotterbeck was, got it all caught on his feet, pounced on it in the own penalty area, and he just led it. I don't know how he thinks he's going to score from that area. As he leathers it at the near post. But yeah, I don't understand.
Yeah.
I'm going to take a minute.
Alright, fair enough. But yeah, not long until that second half gets underway. Hopefully. And hopefully we can have 45 minutes without a weather delay. But a very good first 45. I think this tournament continuing to be a really incredible spectacle. Of course, we saw earlier today Switzerland knocking out the reigning champions Italy. What a story it would be if Denmark could knock out hosts and possible tournament favourites at the moment, Germany. I think that would be incredible. But yeah, really good stuff in that first 45 from both sides. I think Germany, though, the much better team. If quality prevails, they will come out on top, of course. I think they are just the stronger team. Victoria asked, who do you think will be top scorer for the Euros? It's really impossible to say, isn't it? Because nobody scored any goals. Georges Mikotadze, the Georgian striker, leads the way with 3 goals. You've then got Musiala on 2, Füllkrug on 2, Janza, Marin. Who else have you got up there? I don't know. Are there any more? I can't remember. If there's any more goal scorers. But yeah, that's the problem. There's no clear top goal scorer at the moment. Mbappe's only on 1. Kane's only on 1. Obviously, if those two were to get a brace or something, suddenly they're the favourite for it. So for me, it's really open. So it will come down to who is going to go further in this tournament. The problem is Spain don't really have any high volume goal scorers. Morata's quite good, but he's not a high volume goal scorer. Williams, Yamal, brilliant players, not high volume goal scorers. Their goals have come from so many different areas. You've then got Germany, where again they lack a high volume goal scorer because Musiala, Wirtz, and Havertz are all capable of contributing. But again, I just don't really, I don't really see them having it. So I think it could well be Kane. Just because if England do go deep, given the fact they've got Slovakia, then is it Switzerland? Yeah, it would be Switzerland or Italy, but obviously that's Switzerland now. And then either Netherlands, Austria, Turkey, or Romania. So that's a really nice run towards the final. If England are going to go deep, I think Kane will score goals. So for me, he'd be right up there. I think Mbappe could definitely be up there. I don't really see where goals come from for Portugal because I don't think Ronaldo's good enough anymore. Controversial statement, I know, but he's just not been good enough at this tournament. He looks so static, so immobile. It's just not as good as he used to be, of course. I think that... Who else is left? Well, Belgium, Lukaku could add about 100. But yeah. Patrick saying, great job with the play-by-play. Thank you. Thank you, Patrick. Guy says, that's a good question. Goals have been pretty spread out this tournament. But yeah. Drillor saying, if not VAR, Lukaku wins the Golden Boot, lol. I saw a great graphic the other day that was showing the top goal scorers, and top it was like own goals with, I think there's been 8 own goals, 7 own goals, something like that at this tournament. Then Lukaku without VAR, which would have been, I think, 3, maybe 4 now. But yeah, God, Lukaku's had so many opportunities. He's got 6 big chances missed at the tournament so far. He's had 3 goals disallowed, 4 offside. It's just mental. It's absolutely mental. But yeah, I think he's definitely out of the running, isn't he? Because he'll just missed them all. Or be offside. And Victoria Crest says, Denmark will not win. As I said, that is like a 1 in... Is that 10 billion, that number, chance? But yeah. Now he's like 38 years old. Ronaldo, yeah, exactly. So that's for me. I think that Harry Kane's probably the favourite for the Golden Boot right now. Or it might just be Georgios Mikatadze. On 3, that might be enough. Probably won't be, but you never know. I don't know who else. Who's on? Because none of the people on 2, I think, are going to score loads more. You know, I'm going to just have a quick look, but from off the top of my head, in fact, I'll just have a look. You got Cody Gakpo on 2. That could be a good shout. He might get a couple of goals. Musiala on 2 is going to be right up there. I think if he scores again tonight, he suddenly goes top goal scorer. Ivan Schranz is not going to be the top goal scorer at this tournament. Neither is Ras van Marin. And that only leaves Fulkrug on 2. So for me, it's anyone's. Because there's so many players on 1 that could still do it. And even players on 0 have only got to get a brace and they're right in the running. So yeah, I think that's going to go down to anyone, really. It's very difficult. It's impossible to call the Golden Boot because nobody scored any goals. Like, all the goals have come from Romania. I don't think they're going to go all the way. So yeah. Yeah, it says in the to qualify market, Denmark have a 26% chance, which is about 1 in 4. What does that mean, Nick Nack? To get into the quarterfinals? Yeah, so what, that gives Germany a 74% chance, I guess. But yeah, anyway, welcome back, Harry. Hello. Second half should be getting underway very soon.
Yes, timed it perfectly, I believe. But yeah, hopefully, as you say, an uninterrupted good game of football in this second half is all we want.
Yeah.
And hopefully Michael Oliver's going to put his brave pants on and get on with it, even though there's a bit of rain.
Well, rain is fine. If it thunders, you'll have to...
Oh, yeah.
Lightning, he has to call it again, but... Yeah. Victoria said, if England win the Euros, I'll pour a drink on my head. Fair enough. If that's not filmed and put in the Discord, we will never believe you there, Victoria. So join the Discord today, where we're trying to make that more active. So get involved.
Everyone, not just... You don't have to pour a drink on your head. You can just join normally.
Just come in and say hi. We're trying to get the Discord going. We get so many people join and then leave because it's not very active. So we need it to be active. We want to have a place where we can all talk when we're not live, or if we're not recording a video. So yeah, and obviously we can talk about the videos we recorded there. You can give us criticism there rather than the YouTube comment section because there's enough people doing that. Leave that comment section for lovely positive comments. But yeah. Anyway, second half should be getting underway shortly. But yeah, I've loved the Euro so far. Hopefully it continues in the same way. Nick says the England fans do that every time we score a goal. We just flip it over for someone else's head.
Will we do anything with England in the Euros?
I have nothing.
No, because I'll say nothing, and then I'll probably say something on the night if we win it, and then I won't be able to do it, and it'll be like, I'll let everyone down.
That sounds about right, yeah. I don't know. There's nothing I want to do. I also don't get when people say, if this happens, I'll do this. That's not how bets work. It should be, someone else saying, if this happens, you have to do this. Yeah.
Because the whole point is, I guess the whole point of it is meant to show how much it means to you.
If England don't win the Euros, you all have to subscribe. There we go. And if England do win the Euros, you all must subscribe as well. Either way, hit subscribe.
If England win the Euros, I don't know. You should record a whole video from your manager's point of view with GoPro on.
What?
Wicked, so cool, isn't it?
What, me coaching?
I could do one from a referee's point of view. Actually, no, I wouldn't. That'd be horrific.
I was going to say, and also because we both work in grassroots, we might get arrested very quickly.
Don't do that then.
I think if I just go to the parents of the team I'm coaching and go, hi, just to make you aware, I'm going to be filming all your children today, they are definitely going to have a problem with that.
Well, maybe not. Fame.
And if you, as a referee, shout with the camera, you're not getting 20 points. Anyway.
Like you'd get there alive.
Anyway. We should be about to get underway here.
Big 45, Germany need a goal.
They do. Because they're still 0-0. And that's how football works. It'll be Denmark to get us underway in this second half. Oh, Oliver's off on a jog. Where's he going now?
Oh, God.
It's more Michael Oliver than anything else. Sat in the stadium. A bee? I don't know.
Is it that we're getting more rain coming? He's calling the captains.
God's sake. This game's never going to finish. In the meantime, Drelor says, by the way, USA game versus Panama was horrid. Petulant behaviour, cynical substance system, awful coach making Southgate look like Carlo. Yeah, I saw that they lost, didn't they? 2-1. I only saw it because a lot of the players got racially abused, which of course we condemn. I've almost said condone. Don't want to say that. We don't condone. We condemn strongly.
Yeah, I think what they're saying is there's more lightning on the way, so what's the decision? Well, how about we've got to fan around and get on with it? Oh no. No, he's called it.
I have no idea what Oliver's doing. Guys, it seems the official informed Oliver of more inclement weather coming, so just to keep that in mind. So with weather coming, let's waste some time.
But it all looks like they're just going to stand there and watch it.
Just keep doing hand gestures. Oliver, you're not our mate. What's this?
Are we sure it's weather? Because this is like they're watching like a drone or something.
Maybe that is what it is.
Right, we're going to try again.
Are we? Because Kasper Schmeichel just ran forward, so he's ran back now. We are underway for the second half here. Ericsson just not expecting Højlund to pass that to him. But we are underway.
The problem is, it's so much simpler if there was a different official referee.
Now, Christian Mailer. Kovac should have booked the weather. Delayed trying to bring it forwards. Rudiger sends it the other way.
Waving a card around the sky.
Storm.
I will defeat the hail.
Here's Mailer.
Oh dear.
Anyway,
you do know if the weather comes back in like the 87th minute and we don't get to finish the game, I'll blame it on the fact we stood up for 3 minutes just looking at the sky.
Here is Robert Andrich. Now
this is where they need that referee in America who came over the thing and announced it.
Well, we don't need that.
Oh, brilliant.
No, I liked it, but the way he went, the way he just sent everyone in the stadium.
Yeah, that wasn't very nice.
There was no offside, but there was a foul.
Imagine
what the biggest part that was.
Excuse me, everybody. There's a bit of lightning, so I'm going to go in the tunnel now.
Yeah.
I wonder what he does sound like. We know what Taylor sounds like, Bellend, but
that's a crucial interception there from Antonio Rudiger.
Yeah,
that American guy he gave me Michael Scott vibes.
Yeah.
Anyway.
Basically just an American man. Oh, good from Rudiger.
Using
his thrusting motion to stop the ball going through there. The only man who would thrust at a football and manage to block it. It's incredible.
Anyway. You right there? Yeah. Tearing up.
Oh, I sat in my eye.
Ericsson flicks it on.
Tearing up.
I don't know, Oliver was earlier.
I don't think my lot was actually scared of lightning.
Wouldn't be surprised, like a dog.
It's not barking.
Here's Ericsson. Over this free kick there. Chance for Denmark to put the ball in the box. Give Germany a little bit of something to think about. Potentially.
Yeah. I mean, I think
Ericsson lifts it in there. It's not worked well by Denmark, but they have kept the ball back in there. Flicked on, it's a bit messy. Delaney overhead kick. It's in for Denmark. Joachim Andersen strikes home. Germany 0. Denmark 1. And does the day of upsets continues as Denmark's big towering centre half finds a way to put the ball in the back of the net. It bounced down for Denmark. The fans sit in stunned disbelief. There will be a VAR check in there for about 50 different things. They just about keep this alive in there. It's flicked on. Delaney is offside, I think. Joachim Andersen. The goal in itself was perfectly good. That's not the arm. That is a foul in there from Havertz anyway. Andersen not offside. Andersen scores. The question is, Delaney in an offside position, was he? And did he impact the play enough?
Well, he touched the ball.
Yes, but did it touch the German player first? And he was the intended target. So there's a lot to think about there. Yeah, question whether it's offside. I would imagine so. I don't think there's any fouls in there. It's the Delaney offside, and then it's... I mean, he was found in the box anyway, so even if Anderson was offside, they could put it back for a penalty.
But if Delaney's offside,
but if Delaney's offside, doesn't matter. You can do whatever you want when someone's offside. You can kick someone in the head if they're offside.
Well, they might... I don't think there's a different rule for violent conduct. Because it'll still go down as play. I mean,
someone's watching it.
I mean, they are at least convinced people I've ever seen. Big decision.
Goal review. And
Offside.
that is offside. Goal does not stand for the second time tonight. A goal disallowed. The first for a foul. The second for offside. So they're still 0-0. One apiece for goals disallowed by VAR.
Well, we still await the first goal in this game then.
Yeah. That's, crazy.
Let off for Germany this time. Now they have to get going again. Get the ball down, play their football.
Nico Schlotterbeck plays that over the top. Musiala giving chase. He's going to get there. But a terrible ball in from Jamal Musiala. It's going to fall now to David Raum. Raum tries to put it in there. It's blocked up in the air. Joshua Kimmich will try and keep it alive and does. Havertz to Andrich. Andrich whips it back in there. It's a poor ball and out for a goal kick. So many misplaced passes. So many clumsy
I mean, initially attempts. I thought that Schmeichel would have just came out and beat Musiala too, but he stayed in his net. Musiala then played a terrible pass.
Yeah, it's
looking for Sane, and there was just a mishap after mishap for Germany.
Yeah.
This has not been as easy as I was expecting it to be for Germany.
A potential penalty check now.
And all of
what is going on in this game? VAR is going to get a bit involved for another time. So I've seen Mike Oliver
Stuart Atwood, he's pressing buttons. Someone take them away from him.
Where's the button?
Oh, penalty. Storm. Bit of hail.
It's
Atwell's world, we're living in it.
What is this VAR call for? They've not got the screen
ready. Turned them on. Oh, God.
There we go.
No, he's watching himself.
He's watching some football.
What on earth is going on?
Useless, isn't he? It's like when you're just getting 3-3-15. All the highlights, you have no idea.
There we go. Oh, that's handball.
That is handball.
That's a Germany penalty.
That round tries to put the ball back in there. Looks like it hits the arm. You can see the spike as well on the... Is it the sonogram?
No.
Soctogram?
Yeah, Socko.
Staccato. No, that's what Drolor said. It's the Stocko, isn't it?
Stockogram. A penalty.
That's a penalty. Denmark handball. He thought he'd scored a moment earlier, Joachim Andersen. Now he gives away a penalty. It hits his arm, and that is a Germany penalty. I mean, what a mental game. Gerard says this is a staccato shit show of a game. That's a lovely description.
We've seen 2 disallowed goals, 30-minute delay due to some thunder and lightning, and now a penalty. And boy, David Round and Wacky Anderson were talking about it there. They were both in disbelief. Round was looking like, I don't know how that touched your hand, mate. And Wacky Anderson's gone, I don't know either. But it definitely did, and it'll fall on Kai Havertz.
Oh. For a second goal at all.
Euro 2020, Schmeichel denied Kane in the semi-final. Although the rebound was scored, but we'll forget that part. Chance for Schmeichel to deny Havertz. Very good goalkeeper at saving penalties. Huge moment.
Kai Havertz from 12 yards steps up. A little jitter and it's there. Really rotating penalty by Havertz. Slots it into the bottom corner. Germany 1, Denmark 0.
Just. And this one will stand.
Yeah.
And
no way you can disallow that.
well, the run-up was a little bit stuttered, but I think we'll get away with it.
John Hampton says VAR is shite. They ought to just let the game go ahead and play, and then let VAR validate the whole thing at the end and just tell us what the score is.
No.
I disagree. They've got VAR. They've got all the decisions right though tonight, John.
Yeah.
This is the problem with the debate. A lot of people that don't like VAR, it's just because it impacted their team.
Also,
once.
imagine,
Euros,
especially in knockout, imagine your team won the game 2-1, then VAR came after the game 30 minutes later and said you lost 1-0.
I think that's more of a jokey suggestion, to be fair. But yeah, I think they've got every call right.
Oh my god, that was the offside.
This is the thing, and while people go VAR shite, it's not VAR that's the rules.
Yeah.
For me, Wenger's model, something I've been talking about for years now,
Yeah.
works so much better, where you have to be entirely ahead of the player to be offside. Because being neck and neck doesn't make a difference. But being entirely ahead, I can understand how that would be unfair.
Yeah.
Because the whole point of VAR is to stop players being able to just go and sit in the box. Because that used to happen. So they brought in VAR
Offside.
to stop that. You can't then... Yeah, they brought in offside to stop that. You can't then go and just sit in the opponent's box, lump the ball long and score a goal. But that's not going to happen anyway in the modern game. And if you do the venue model, you don't lose that. You don't let that happen, but you lose this whole. Oh, it's so
I've been intrigued to see what they do.
What do you mean?
Like if people like tactically, where they would just go and stand in the opposition box.
What if you got rid of offsides
Yeah.
entirely?
Yeah.
No team would be able to do that at any level. That unless the problem would come in like the non-league.
Oh yeah. Yeah, some like fat bloke who's 5'10", who's sitting on the edge of the penalty area.
Yeah.
And when the ball came near him, he'd muscle off the defender and just score.
It might as well be no offsides anyway in non-league, because we'll just make runs and the lives would fix the flag up based on how they're feeling that day. They've got no hope. But yeah, John says, yeah, but I've got no dog in this fight. I don't care who wins. It's just VAR interruption the game is what my complaint is. I get that, but it has made the right calls. And I would rather us have to take a minute out to see VAR than us spend the next week moaning about a decision. Because like I'd rather... Yeah, I remember back in the day, people go, oh, football was so much better back in the day, but you would moan about...
Also, the interruptions of 30 seconds, if that... yes, when there were 2 minutes, I completely understand, but they've made 2 decisions tonight. It was the goal was offside for Denmark, and it was a penalty, it hit their handball. I
also think it's the same thing where people don't actually want England to win the Euros, because then you lose the whole thing of winning the Euros. People don't actually want the referee decisions to be 100% correct, because then you lose the whole thing of complaining about referee decisions, which is a part of the game, isn't it?
Which it shouldn't be. It's horrible.
No, people love doing it though. Everyone moans about a referee. Everyone whines about a referee in every walk of life, in every version of football, whether it's at the very elite level or the lowest tier of non-league.
It's Anthony Taylor.
Everyone moans about a referee.
Probably the same ability.
Yeah. Aggressive header from Andrews. He's come off worse from it. I think he's going to get a yellow card anyway.
No, it's giving it away.
Barr's been given a yellow.
Yeah.
Why?
Because Andrews went for the header and Barr went... I think the shot's poor. Yeah. Barr went up second.
Fair enough.
But yeah. I feel like Germany have got away with one with being able to have that goal from the penalty spot.
Yeah, I mean, I have just seen a tweet that says, in a no VAR world, we'll have a contentious goal to debate and a shock scoreline to enjoy for half an hour, but the soul-sucking, extremely correct system eliminates the fun, gives us two extremely marginal calls and a done outcome. Interesting.
Yeah, because obviously the Germany goal was an on-field decision, so we'll be right now it'll be 1-0 Denmark.
That's the thing. That's the other thing with VAR is, do we just let calls that are wrong be calls that are wrong, and that's
But the
part
problem
of the
is
game.
when those calls are wrong, people complain about it and then they abuse referees for it.
Exactly, and that's the other thing, of course, is with the money involved now, you have to be hyper-correct, because if not, you do get, there are going to be clubs who have a lot of money on the line, and if decisions are all wrong, then they're going to be pissed.
Well, there's some referees on some ridiculous amounts of money, so they're getting decisions wrong every week, and suddenly it's like, why are we paying them such money?
Yeah. I think penalty takers should not be allowed to stutter prior to taking the shot. They have enough of an advantage already. I do find it's happened all of this year, hasn't it? I've not seen much of it in the Premier League this season.
No, it's very loose. The ruling is you can't stop. But you can stutter, you can't stop.
Oh, it's just so hard to police, because you say you can't stutter, but then it's like, well, what if you stutter really? That's really well taken by Havertz. He collects that ball nicely. He's in for Germany. Lifts it over the goalkeeper wide of the post. And there's a claim for a penalty in there. Oliver hearing none of it.
Can't give it because Havertz had the ball he's run through. I don't know.
The push here. Sane coming forward.
Edge the area anyway.
Oh, that's a big chance.
Got to score that.
And this is the other thing.
Got to score
Germany
that.
just missed that elite strike. I mean, that's wonderful. That is so well taken by Havertz. It's the shot. It's really good goalkeeping, and his positioning from Schmeichel's perfect. But
it's a yellow card for somebody on one of the benches.
It's the assistant for Germany.
Oh no, it wasn't Nagelsmann.
Oh, I look like the assistant because he's charged off, and Nagelsmann's still having a pop. You don't keep having to complain if you're. Whoever this bloke is.
Looks like some Top Gun Maverick. German version.
Looks like Robin Koch in about 10 years.
So
Christensen.
I would diss that bloke or diss Robin Koch.
No, well, not really either way, is it? They look the same.
I can't remember what Robin Koch looks like, to be honest.
That, but younger.
Okay, no I do.
Yes, and says if you're nutmeg, you should freeze for 5 seconds.
Oh yeah,
impossible to police.
Playground rules.
Impossible to police, but sure.
Yellow card waved in the direction of who's that card to?
Mela. Yeah. I mean that Havertz chance there, we didn't really talk much about that because we're talking about the fact he missed it. But in that 5 seconds, he really proved how he can be both the best and worst footballer in the world.
The way he ran that ball through was brilliant. Took it in stride on his back foot and rolled it using the top of his foot into his stride. Phenomenal. Yeah, and then he went and just dinked it over past the goalkeeper.
Cross, ball in, headed away. Rudiger's going to try and let that go out for a throw. I thought he was
going to recycle it with it in the box.
I thought he was going to pretend to let it go out for a throw. There's a spin and take full flying forwards.
And just leather over the bar. Still half an hour to go here. Plenty of time for Denmark. But Germany are hoping to get a second. Since the Germany goal, you feel like Germany were on top.
Yeah. 2 goals for Havertz then in this tournament. Is he a contender for Golden Boot?
Yeah, potentially. I mean, I took him out my Euro fantasy
If he keeps getting penalties, that would help.
That would.
Sane. Now it's Joshua Kimmich. Because both his goals have been pens, haven't they?
Mm-hmm. Yeah. I see the Scotland one was the Ryan Porteous tackle.
Havertz. Sane. Loses it. Oh, here come Denmark. Christensen. Mæhle. Christensen.
That's superbly to play out of that.
Christian Eriksen not scoring Christensen. Here's Højbjerg. Loses it and Musiala jumping in front of that one, but it goes out for a Denmark throw.
Good tackle from Musiala. Denmark, Germany holding. It was Nagelsmann booked.
Well, would it just go down as a yellow for him because it's a member of his coaching staff? Okay, fair enough. Noblest Angel saying that VAR ruined the game. It's an interesting debate, isn't it? Because again, there's so many different arguments for both sides.
The decisions were right. At the end of the day, you give a goal. You take. I guess it's 1-1, isn't it? If you take the VAR. Oh no!
Yeah. Here come Denmark. That's a really important tackle in there from Nico Stolberg. Because I think some people go, "Well, I just have offsides. I just have it as automatic offsides." But I think you have to. For me, the offside rule is the problem, not the VAR decisions, and the fact that the Premier League insist on drawing shit lines rather than just bidding off Nike and getting an Andas ball, or telling Nike to short their shit out. Then you've got, but then like penalties and stuff for me as well.
In the Premier, you don't see this soccergram.
Sorry, yeah, we don't have that in the ball.
But by the rules, the decisions were right. It's not VAR, it's the rules.
The handball rule is so difficult because obviously you can't judge intent. You have to get the player to go up to a lie detector test and ask, did you mean to handball it? It's just impossible. So you know.
And the standard refereeing has changed drastically because if you put Mike Lollivat in a non-league game, he would struggle.
Nice, put Havertz in, and while he might be offside, he's going to go and finish off this chance anyway, or at least try to. Cuts it back to Sane, who drills it past the post and it's offside anyway.
So spares his blushes. But yeah, I mean, that was a tight one as well.
He looked on, to be fair.
But yeah, I think if you put Mike Oliver in a non-league game, he'd struggle, but just simply because he knows he hasn't got that technology behind him.
Noblest Angel says, to say it in a nicer way, the charm of a football game when your team's score has been completely ruined by VAR ever since it was implemented. Way too much time on decisions. Goal scorer waits forever. I think that's more of a Premier League thing, to be honest. I think it's because we're so incompetent using technology. Noblest Angel adding just to get told he is a toe offside or whatever. I agree with that. And again, that's my problem with the VAR rule. Because I think
it's not VAR, it's the rules.
There is no difference. If you're even neck and neck, there's no difference. If you're even like just ahead, there's no difference. So for me, I would make it the Wenger rule, where if you're entirely ahead of the last defender, you are offside, because then there is a clear advantage.
I think
that makes more sense, because you still have a tight margin, but the margin would be when you're so far offside, so far.
I think it's key that we don't kind of shoehorn the problem under the VAR kind of scapegoat, because VAR is
I think the offside
because the Premier League VAR is not the accurate representation, because like the decisions, the tournament have been rapid. At this tournament, the decisions, I mean, they've timed them. The offside decisions below 30 seconds, just like that, brilliant. So we can't use the Premier League as an example. We have to use overall VAR. But yeah, it's the rulings. VAR makes decisions by the rules.
And also the fact it takes 10 minutes to judge offside because we don't have an Andas ball, which is ridiculous.
Simon Hooper's there drawing crosshairs, making lines.
They are making lines, I think, and that's why the decisions are so weird.
But yeah, and I think VAR isn't wrong. VAR makes the right decisions by the rules. It's the rules that need changing.
Yeah. And Infante asks, what teams do you guys support? We are both Chelsea fans, and obviously both English, so we're supporting England. But
all the way.
And, well, it's not been a great time to be a Chelsea fan. Not a particularly great time to be an England fan, how boring we've been. But hopefully tomorrow is more enjoyable from an England perspective.
Yeah.
Here come Denmark. Christian Eriksen plays it inside. Højbjerg feeds it through to Højlund. Big chance! And he gets a good shot away, but it's saved wonderfully by Neuer.
But it's another one you've got to ask the question, has Rasmus Højlund got to do better with that? It's a good save, but it's straight at Manuel Neuer. It's another big opportunity that the Danes missed, and I said this in the build-up. Denmark create really good chances, but their performance will always depend on whether they take them. They've created good chances tonight, and they have not taken them, and that is why this cost them. But there were changes in there for Germany while we were talking. Emre Can came on for Robert, for Andrich, and Fulkrug came on for Havertz.
It was a good one, no?
Oh yeah, and they've dropped Havertz deeper.
Yeah.
Well, Fulkrug, 2 goals from 3 sub-appearances. Can he make that 3 from 4?
I was going to say, can he take himself to top goals for the tournament?
Yes, potentially so. One back by Musiala. Running up the pitch, lays it into Fulkrug. Goes backwards to round Tony Kroos. Musiala back to Kroos. Cruz switches it, lovely ball over to Joshua Kimmich. Chan, Cruz, has Havertz. Chan back out wide to Sane into Kimmich.
Here is Emre Can. Now Joshua Kimmich. Trying to drive inside now.
Germany building well.
Draw says optimistic, pessimistic, or realistic Chelsea fans. I think it's very difficult to fit into any of those brackets, but I would say generally optimistic. But the problem is, my patience gets swayed with every decision we make.
End of the season under Poch.
Yeah.
Optimistic.
We did some videos where we talked so
Bringing
positively.
Maresca.
The problem is, I thought Poch deserved more time, and I also don't think Maresca's a particularly great appointment. Musiala's in. This has got to be a goal for Germany, and it is a goal. Jamal Musiala slots it home. Germany 2, Denmark 0, and with 23 minutes on the clock, that should be Germany into the quarterfinals. They broke quickly. They've just had the pace advantage over that Denmark back three all evening. When they have got in, other players have missed. Not Jamal Musiala, though. He takes himself to 3 goals in this tournament, and of course, joint top goal scorer with Georges Mikatadze. Really good tournament for Musiala. Really well taken finish. Germany have a cushion now.
Yeah, and you felt this was coming. I think since that Denmark disallowed goal, Germany have really taken control, especially with that penalty. But a great ball over the top into Musiala, and that is a brilliant, brilliant finish. Nothing Schmeichel could do. Really good stuff from Germany, and they deserve it.
It's really smart because the reason all this space opens up is because Neuer pushes up to almost play as a centre half.
Yeah.
Højlund presses him, and once Højlund commits to Neuer, like he's a centre half, everyone else has to come forwards. Eriksen pushes onto a centre back. You see one of the wingers, I think, came onto a centre back, and then there's the space because suddenly you can't go play for player when they've got an extra one. Yeah. Because their goalkeeper's outfield. They find that ball over the top into Musiala. Germany try and go player for player in the back line. Denmark try and go player for player in the back line. That's not going to work with the pace of march that Germany have. Yeah. And
And you feel that is a big goal because at 1-0, Denmark still had a very good chance of getting back into it. At 2-0, it would be a long shot now with 20 minutes to play.
John says, I've got one favourite team in every league. Yeah, kind of, John. I mean, I like... Obviously, Norwich are my local-ish team. Very fond of Norwich. But I wouldn't say I support them like Chelsea do. Like, if Norwich win, obviously I'm happy. If they lose, I'm happy. But it doesn't impact my mood as much as Chelsea do.
Oh, yeah, Chelsea ruin my weekend. Ruin my week.
I'll be annoyed if Norwich lose, or I'll be sad if they lose.
I mean, that week where we
win,
drew to Burnley and drew to Sheffield United just ruined that whole week.
Yeah,
exactly. From Saturday, I just was pissed.
Exactly. I like Luton Town a lot. I've followed their story for years. I remember them in the National League, and I
think you
read
can.
up on their
the
story
rules around it, so. You can like other teams, but you can only support one team.
I don't think there should be rules. I think it's weird to gatekeep the sport. Fulcrum can't quite stretch to.
Well, okay, no, it depends. I think because if you support Melbourne and Man United, that's fine. But I guess it's might be a more younger thing. But if you support Liverpool and Tottenham,
yeah, that is.
You can't support. I think there's you can't be
a stranger phenomenon I've come across, and maybe someone will be able to explain in chat if this applies to them. But the stranger phenomenon I've found is people that support different men's and women's teams. Now, I've spoken to a few people like this, but basically, and I get it to a certain extent with some fans, but I find that a little bit odd. Because, for example, there was I can't remember who they supported. I want to say Liverpool. They were like a Liverpool men's fan, but they had young daughters and they started really liking the women's game, of course. And they want to be Man United fans because of Toon and Earps and Russo and stuff.
That's how you say Arsenal.
So then the dad, who's a Liverpool fan, now has to take them to the United games and stuff like that. So it's a bit of a weird thing. And
I think it's different because he's got kids. But if you outright support two sides, that's interesting. Also, it's not helped if you're. I think I agree with it. Say you support a lower league side and they either don't have a women's team or the women's team are in the 3rd or 4th division. Then
yeah, completely agree. But either way, I could never support Arsenal women.
No. God, no.
Not with Katie McCabe. Anyway. Equally, if I was an Arsenal fan, I'd probably love Katie McCabe. Kimmich plays that ball in behind to Kai Havertz. And well, Germany are just running amok at this rate. Denmark look leggy. That ball in behind is being executed so much more often. It's because Denmark aren't pressing onto them with the same intensity. So Germany have more time to play the ball. And when they do play that ball in behind, Germany are quicker.
We can take that
Germany have that stamina to go and chase after that ball. Chan. Chan trying to carry that ball forwards. Here is Leroy Sané.
And perhaps the effects are heightened, based on everything that we've had today.
Yeah, the fatigue's going to be stronger, isn't it? Ball through from Kroos. Is Havertz on side there? No, he's not.
I mean, for example, the game should have been done 5 minutes ago.
Yeah.
And we've still got 18 to play.
Very true. But yeah, I know, just to bring us back to the conversation before, I think a better thing would be support dads, not local. I think it's more important. And that's more fitting. I don't know.
So, what?
So I think it's more... I think it's better to support whoever your dad supports, or your
hometown.
Not to be sexist.
Like, take your family...
wherever you live, I think.
Yeah,
but,
exactly.
I mean, you can support whoever you want, really. I think you have to decide by the age of 12.
Yeah, because that's also the same age where you have to stop wearing full kits. That around 12 is where you mature as a football fan.
Year 7. Once you go to high school,
you stop being a full kit wanker.
You got to pick your club at the start of high school because then that's it.
The football chats, once you're talking about football with all your new mates.
That fan then.
Yeah.
At primary school, everyone loves Messi and Ronaldo and
also that
Barcelona and Real Madrid.
You'll still get like people that won't talk to you. And the only thing they go, okay, well he's a Chelsea fan, so anything happens with Chelsea, I'm just going to talk to him about it.
Yeah.
But I'm not going to talk to him like ever, for anything else.
It'd be weird, wouldn't it, if you got someone and go, "Oh, hey, Leeds lost," and they go, "Oh, actually, I support Man City now."
Yeah.
How do you?
Oh yeah, I mean, there's some people I talk to that, to be honest, I only talk to them about their team.
If anyone switches clubs, I don't talk to them.
Fair enough. But yeah, 16 to play. I think it's an interesting thing, isn't it? You kind of pledge your allegiance to your team.
No, I don't think we should gatekeep the sport, but I think it's weird to change clubs because of how...
I think the worst people are the parents who buy their kids like a Liverpool kit and then a City kit and then like 4 different kits from the Premier League.
If my kid didn't support the same team, I failed.
Oh yeah, no,
100%.
Blimey, don't get me started on that.
Ericsson over this corner.
Not my kid.
You got a kid?
No.
Ball in. Here's away. Like they can have other clubs, but they've got to support Chelsea.
Oh yeah, 100%. But also, I'll get them down to the local team.
Oh yeah.
Depending on where I am.
Yorkshire.
No, it's not. Go to York City. Out of York City.
Yeah, I wish there was a really good National League club nearby.
Yeah.
Great to have a step 2, step 3 non-league club.
Yeah. So quite a good standard.
There's a chance
you're still going to get there every week for a decent price.
There's a chance they could actually go somewhere in the realistic near future. But it's not too...
As you can tell, this game has died down slightly. Not much.
It feels like Germany have got this in the bag now, doesn't it? They've played really well.
Denmark lack motivation to go for it. Germany are just seeing the job out now.
Yeah, Denmark.
It's a professional job by Germany. Could get interesting if Denmark score from this corner though.
Oh, that pinged off.
Yeah.
A bit,
we'll go behind for another corner. But who was it? It was Wacky Manson getting his head to it again, headed it on to Rudiger's knees. I swear he hits the ball with every part of his body apart from his feet. Head, shoulder. He does go with his foot. It's such weird
balls,
knees.
Ericsson puts it in there, heads it away. He's very unorthodox, isn't he, Antonio Rudiger? But I think that's what makes him so special. I think if you support a club where Rudiger plays, there is such a strong connection.
Oh, I loved him.
Yeah.
I still do.
I think so many Chelsea fans, even to this day, hold a fond memory of Antonio Rudiger. And he didn't, he's never controversial. He left. He didn't leave under a clown or anything. He left. There was already enough stuff going on there, so you can't really blame him for leaving on a free. He literally couldn't sign it. We literally couldn't sign him a new contract.
He snuck out the back while everyone else was focused on what was going on the front.
Yeah, we didn't sneak out. We had to let him out. He literally wasn't allowed in. Cleared away. Here is Joaquin Mela.
I mean, I'm intrigued to see how
Rudiger smashes it away.
I see how Mbappe plays.
And he's in pain again.
Clearly, players with a mask play phenomenally.
He got a penalty goal, didn't he, the other night? And he scored 3 in training, I saw. The problem is as well, Rudiger thinks I'm more interested because he does this. Just all limbs.
Well, isn't he just kick it normally? But yeah, Rudiger with a mask was ridiculous.
Yeah.
Nobody. Diego Costa with a mask was dangerous. Even Pedro. Put a mask on Pedro, he's pretty decent.
Yeah, it also doesn't help that he's wearing white now, Rudiger. But for both club and country.
Yeah. That cleaning they must do.
Yeah.
Change for Denmark when the ball next leaves the pitch. For some reason they didn't. Double change for Germany as well. So 5 subs coming on. 3 for Denmark, 2 for Germany.
Yeah.
But that won't happen until the ball is gone.
But if you are enjoying the show, do get involved in the live chat. Give us your thoughts on everything we've spoken about, really. But obviously the game as the paramount.
Yeah.
It's just absolutely smashed that at Kasper Schmeichel.
Good to
from
cause
about
an issue.
60 yards away.
Yeah. 12 to
in
play.
his own half, but yeah. Denmark bringing that ball forwards now. Bar looking for an option down the line. Nothing on, so he goes back to Joachim Andersen. Now Vestergaard. And across to Andreas Christensen. Now Joachim Mela. Carrying the ball forwards. Rasmus Højlund loses it. And now Havertz. That's a road challenge from Højlund. He's had a difficult game.
Yeah.
And he's taken a whole year and he's still not adjusted to the Premier League. He's really struggled tonight. Really struggled. Drew said Costa was a scary beast. I love how he winded up Gabriel Paulista from Arsenal. Yeah, Costa was a special player. And the thing is, you look back and you forget just how brilliant he was.
Yeah.
I was watching Premier League years the other day, and the way his because he looks like such a big, imposing guy, but he was quite agile.
Yeah.
Like his movement,
Mate,
obviously his finishing was ridiculous.
I don't want to sound like Roy King say the game's gone soft, but it has. They don't make players like Costa anymore, who just the sole purpose. Yes, he's a good finisher, but his sole aim is just to piss everybody off.
Well, that's the thing. Costa couldn't exist in the modern generation because he can't pass.
Well, and also he gets sent off every single game because they are pick on all these little things that he used to do. Elbow, bite, not even bite anyone.
Yeah, he wouldn't last a game.
They sneaky elbows.
Yeah. Rauma Musiala off for Germany. By the way, Heinrichs and Florian Wirtz getting on for the first time this season. Good to see Wirtz on the field.
Should score, hopefully. For my Euro fantasy.
Yeah, I was going to say.
But I have got Musiala captain, so I'm not complaining.
Rauma, we don't even get to see Mittelstedt, but triple change for Denmark. Rasmus Højlund finally hooked it. As I say, a difficult evening for him. Just didn't look at it. So Christensen, Eriksson, Højlund all making way. I think it was Christiansen, Brun Larsen, Damsgaard and Vind. So not... I swear I saw Victor Christiansen coming on.
No.
Must have been Brun Larsen.
I mean, Brun Larsen's...
Oh, there you go, yeah.
Getting Brun Larsen and Damsgaard on.
He looks incredibly like Victor Christiansen.
Decent. Jonas Wind has had a decent tournament.
Wind?
Well, yeah, it is.
It's not Vind.
Well, no, he's Danish.
There's no way his name's Wind.
That's
incredible if it is.
I thought it was Wind because I think we've had this before. Because I thought it's like if it's German or Austrian, it's Vind, but it's Danish.
I don't know how they're talking Denmark.
So if anyone does know, is it Vind or Wind?
I really hope it's...
I assumed it was Wind because he's not, Yeah, I don't know.
Oh.
What? You listen to
Jonas Wind. Jonas Wind.
Yeah, Wind.
Win. Just doesn't have the D, I don't think.
So it doesn't sound as stupid as wind.
Yeah. Jonas Win. Anyway, Joachim Anderson.
I'm calling him wind.
I'm going to call him Vin then. Ball across to Højbjerg. It's struck, and that's dealt with. Struck it decently. Sort of bounced off, pinballed off a few defenders there, but didn't come.
And a few of those moments, a lot of pinball moments in this game.
Drillall said everyone, rival fans hated him, but every rival fan would have wanted him on their team. That is very true.
You meet loads of people like that in life. They're on your team, you love them, they're not on your team.
Oh, here comes Florian Wirtz.
Got to play the full clock.
Plays it through. Nicholas Füllkrug. It's in. Oh, it's insane.
Oh, God.
He's offside anyway.
What is round the goalkeeper?
He's got to score. If he scores that, there's a very serious claim that he should start over Kai Havertz. Yeah, he's well off.
Just well off.
He was quite far offside.
That yard.
He got the time of the. He got the timing of the run wrong. There's no way Wirtz could have played that any differently. Yeah, so it says it's Vind, like vindicate, no W.
Oh.
There we go. Thank you, Yellowstone. Jonas Vind.
I did call him that for the first 45 minutes of the Slovenia game, and I adapted because then I realised he's not.
Jonas Vindicate.
Yeah.
That's better. Yeah.
Just because I thought it was like Barella. Obviously, usually you'd call him Barella, but obviously he's not Spanish.
Well, not usually. I think most British will call him Barella.
Barella.
Yeah.
Bella.
No promises, Nick. That says Yellowstone. Thank you, Yellowstone. Our
so it's Vin.
Scandinavian correspondent.
Yeah, I don't know any Scandinavian people. Actually, that's a lie.
Oh, the other one. Yeah, so how are you supposed to pronounce Isak? Because I say Alexander Isak. I've heard people say Isaac. Isak. What's the correct pronunciation?
Isaac.
Don't think it's Isaac. I think it's Alexander Isak, isn't it?
Yeah, I think it's Isak.
Alexander Isak. Yeah.
Any other ones that we don't have to pronounce?
But I've heard Isaac as well.
I do struggle with a few Icelandic names when I'm playing Football Manager.
Not sure if Yellowstone can help with Icelandic names.
Well, it's the same region.
It's not though, is it?
Oh, it's not.
Stuff. Iceland. I never knew it was up there.
I knew it was up there.
I knew it was, but you never think, do you? How have you headbutted backwards and up? It is Isak. Yeah, thank you. Thank you, Yellowstone. But you just assume it's Scandinavian, don't you? Then you remember it's just off in the middle of nowhere.
No wonder it's low rep.
Yeah, very true. You can't convince anyone to go over to your.
I'm looking forward to FM25. Oh, Wilkinson did come on.
I was gonna say that either that or it's identical.
They do. I mean, they do look identical.
I don't think Bryn Larson. Yeah. Well, thank God I'm not going completely mental. Because I was convinced they're twins.
I think Denmark could be happy with how they played tonight.
Yeah.
I don't think there's much more they could have done to stop Germany.
Hang on, so who actually came on? Is that Dolberg up front?
No.
Is that Vind?
Yes.
I thought Vind had short hair.
And Poulsen.
Oh, that's not Poulsen, is it number 19?
No, 20. Christ, no. Ball through, looking for Wirtz, runs through the shite.
Yes, they made a quadruple change, and they unfortunately had to be only prepared for 3. Which is so difficult.
And they left it 5 minutes.
There's Victor Christensen.
They
probably didn't realise. I probably just thought it was Bryn Larson.
Come on then.
Same time. That was their quadruple change.
Oh, right.
Bryn Larson, Poulsen, Vic Christensen, and Vind. And they brought Norgard on apparently in the same. Oh, so they brought Poulsen and Norgard on 69 minutes. Didn't even notice Poulsen was on the pitch till now.
That was when they made the Chan and the.
Then they did a triple change of Christensen, Larson, Vind. Apparently.
Christ.
No idea.
Why bother?
The Chan came on 64, so there's 5 minutes between them. Here's Victor Christensen. Trying to find a route to goal here.
A goal now make things interesting.
Definitely would ball in, Rudiger making sure that's not going to happen. As he smashes that out of the ground. Fulcrum brings it down. Tries to square it.
Do you think, I don't think with this game, but do you think we will see extra time in one of the games?
Yes.
England. 0-0 Slovakia. I've got 120 as a 0-0 Slovakia.
Which one though? It won't be Portugal. Oh yeah, that was the other thing. What's going to be the big upset on the other side of the draw? Because there is no way that Spain, Portugal,
Netherlands.
France... No, that's still outside the draw. There's no way that Spain, Germany, Portugal and France will get through. So which of those 4 is out? I could see it being Portugal.
Penalties in the round
So that could
16.
go penalties. If Slovenia win that.
I think Romania and Netherlands could go
I don't think
away.
France losing is an upset, but it could go beyond the 90 if France just don't create anything and Belgium decide to heat pass into Lukaku. Signing off, by the way, with Valdemar Anton coming on. He's had a great season, Anton, of course, at Stuttgart. It is believed he'll join Borussia Dortmund. I think he has actually confirmed with Borussia Dortmund, which is a really nice piece of business.
Yeah, but Dortmund's not buying from in the league.
Why?
It's
a model that served
good footballers.
Valdemar Anton's very good. And also, who have they signed from in the league that hasn't played well?
Oh,
look at they signed Schlotterbeck.
Did you miss that?
I mean, I love that from Rudiger.
No. What's his? It was Bryn Larsen took out Mike Lolliver.
Oh my god, I didn't. I need to watch that.
Hopefully, I'll show you a replay, not skip back. He literally wiped him out.
Shan. Anyway, what were we talking about? Christ.
Barreled into him. Please, if you're watching in chat and you did just see Mike Lolliver get barreled into and barreled over, please tell me I'm not going mental.
Yes, it says, but I think it's okay to put a local spin on a foreign name. My name is pronounced different within my own country. Yeah.
Yellowstone.
Well, we have that all the time.
Oh no.
Yellowstone.
Yellowstone.
We have that. It's accent and dialect. Stuff.
Yeah.
Like the different ways to pronounce scone. Is it scone or scone, depending on where you're from? So if you're from the south,
depending on what
setting
I mean.
Scone. All the northerners say scone. I think it depends how long you're taking to eat it. If you're going to sit there and take time, it's scone. But if you're eating it quickly, it's scone. But, yeah.
But even things like, people take the H off my name to be Harry.
Well, to be fair, most people in our county
to be fair, no one knew using my
drop the
first
letter
name.
T.
Water.
Yeah, exactly.
Bottle of water.
You do that a lot on stream, to be fair.
Do I?
And in general, you've got a strong accent, I'd say. Havertz plays it inside. Florian Wirtz strikes it well.
Good save.
That's well driven, but again, Kasper Schmeichel coming up large with that save.
Good effort from Vers. Said what to tell you.
Oh, right. Havertz.
Not the F3 driver. Paulson.
Christ.
Oh, Rudiger.
I love Rudiger. He's so unorthodox.
Sat down. Just dropped and sat on the floor to clear the football. I really want to see a replay that might get run down.
There's no way if that actually happened that it's not on Twitter already, so I'll have a look.
Honestly, it did happen. I'm not joking.
Yeah, you might be just like going mental though.
I'm not.
But yeah, apparently McCoist and Tilts have been really good on comms.
Of course they have. Legends. Rudiger.
Yeah.
Kimmich. 5 additional minutes.
I'll search Michael Oliver for people calling him a wanker
Why? What's he done?
for the handball.
For the rain. Why are they on 5 minutes of a game that's already been delayed by over half an hour? It's beyond me, but hey, I'll give it a go.
And then cut to this. That was a decision that Michael Oliver didn't give earlier in the season.
And that is a lovely goal.
Oh, that's wonderful. Germany 3, Denmark 0.
No, not no red. Why is there no red card for?
Incredible performance from Germany. So Manuel and I picked up the ball and just lifted that in behind. Florian Wirtz was miles offside. Fulkrog came, he claimed it, he gave it to Wirtz. Is Wirtz offside? And then, he just dummy Schmeichel. And just puts it in the back of the net. It's wonderfully taken. I think he's offside though.
How?
I just couldn't quite get that right. So Schmeichel will send it along the other way. One of the
3 disallowed goals. Oh,
because Oliver wants to check it.
3 disallowed goals, a penalty.
God's sake, what button's that well pressed?
Storm again. They are checking it.
But I thought Fulkrog passed it forwards.
Come on, Atwell, you can do it. He's relayed the message to Mike Lollivat. No, he hasn't.
I need a full Bo Burnham cover of that, but as Stuart Atwell.
What is Atwell doing? The technology literally makes it quicker. Atwell, English officials make it slower. He's probably drawn the line. He's halfway drawn the line. So I went, mate, what are you drawing lines on?
But saving many fantasy managers says Yellowstone, no goal. He asks. Offside decision. Germany remain the lead by 2-0. For the third time this evening.
3 goals, a penalty, a 30-minute disruption due to adverse weather conditions. This is Euro 2024.
This is the Euros I signed up for.
Yeah.
Yeah, I've had an awful day in Euro fantasy. I had Donnarumma, Bastoni, Mittelstedt, and Captain Wirtz. None of them will be in my team, I don't think, by the end of the game. If they are, I've had another failure somewhere else.
Pellegrini.
Heinrichs carrying it forward. Can he find a pass across to Florian Wirtz? No.
I had...
Unfortunately not.
Mittelstedt hasn't played. I had Lorenzo Pellegrini, who didn't play. But I think I've got Musiala captained, so that's good.
Luckily, I have Mbappe, Posh, Sabitzer and Pence on the bench, who will all be coming in by the time that Austria and France play. Yeah, tomorrow I've got Kane, Bellingham, Morata, Ruiz, Williams and Carvajal. So I went ham on Spain players.
I know why I don't put a Spain player in there.
I looked at the fact that it was Georgia. Again, they won 7-1 in qualifiers. Rudiger's very happy because he made a tackle. So I react. I'm going
to sit on the floor and just do that all game. Yeah! Look at him!
Love it. I love him so much.
I think he just wanted a full combination of Rudiger celebrating.
I think that's it then. This will get cleared.
Still a minute left.
No. That is true. Wirtz plays it through. Havertz should score, must score. Tipped past the post.
God. This man can't score from open play at this tournament.
I thought it was +4. I wasn't paying any attention. Yes, it says I captained Nico Williams a little gamble, like at Yellowstone. I've captained Wirtz, and then I'll just move it to Williams tomorrow.
Yeah, always captain your first man.
Well, I might go to an English player because I'm an idiot. And then I'll probably move it
then
to
you can move it between
Mbappe.
you can move it between 7 and 8.
Might move it from Mbappe.
Can
I
you?
can't.
Oh.
And then I'll probably move it to Mbappe if that fails, and then to Savitzer.
If that fails.
Chasing the differentials.
Yeah.
Right, just back Savitzer. I should have just backed Savitzer from the off. Bowler.
Cruz.
Goes short to Kimmich. 15 seconds left. They're just going to run around this corner for a bit.
It was leathered away, so Rudiger's got to deal with it. Great header. That is a brilliant header. Up in the air. Still up in the air. Why does he put his hand up?
Faster me!
I see what his hand up.
It's going.
Square it. What a wally.
Naylor. Ball in the box. Oliver! No, it's claimed 5. Mamo Neuer.
He literally was for 10, 15 seconds there, just his arm in the air.
Yes, over here, lad.
Testing wind speed in case it's going to rain again.
But
Near what happened. Atwell's gone on the thing.
The ball.
Oh, Oliver, really funny. You just put your hand in the air. Denmark's still coming forwards.
He's just on there on the mic going, hands up, you love your wife.
like Anna and Deck used to do.
That's the only explanation for Mike Oliver. Ant and Deck are in the VAR room.
Put your left arm out, you put your right, just getting loads of different things.
And there we go. Full time here in Dortmund. Germany 2, Denmark 0. Germany progress into the quarter-finals of their home tournament. A strong showing tonight. A bit of a weird one with the disallowed goals and such, but still, good performance for Germany. They get through into the quarter-finals.
Good game.
Yeah, loved it.
Could go to bed now.
I'm not.
Game should have finished half an hour ago, but that's alright.
That is fine, yeah.
Oh, God.
Should be good. Anyway, we'll be back tomorrow, of course. We will both be here for England at 5 o'clock. and then it will just be me for the 8 o'clock game, Spain versus Georgia. So do be here. Hopefully we can see another good day of Euros action. But yeah, we'll be back tomorrow. In the meantime, feel free to go check out our videos from the week. We did a preview for all these knockout games. We did a review of the group stage. Both great videos, if I do say so myself, so go and check those out. And then, of course, we're back with streams tomorrow. So thank you guys very, very much for watching, and we'll see you tomorrow.